to repeat that. So as your Grace, at the end of the last recording, you actually said, and what do we do if they just get stuck on a number, or they just get stuck and there's no progress? Then we shift it, and we don't go, oh dear, this isn't moving, or we never say anything like that. We never say they're doing anything wrong or right. We just naturally, fluidly would go into let's see what happens with the toys. And then you bring out various toys that you have. And, if I'm in my office, I have this huge bag. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Is full of cuddly toys. All right. Disney ones. There's a couple of big spiders in there. There's snakes. There's a plastic hammer. There's all sorts of stuff. And I empty it all out. And I go, okay, and we're sat on the floor and we're sifting through them. It breaks state anyway. And then I go, just choose who your family members are. And it's very interesting because some people immediately choose themselves, and other people will actually choose everybody in their family but them. So we notice. Okay, we're always noticing. Now, what happens with the toys is that they can just go, they can actually, what do I do now? Or you can just say, choose, and I say, tell me a story. And, of who your family members are. And they get into it. And then before you know it, they are doing it. And I had this, in fact, the pictures are up on the Facebook group, and the girl, the young lady, because she first of all said, how do I do this? And I just go, just tell a story how it is. And she goes, well, that's so and so, that's what, no, I don't want that near me. Where do you want them? Over there. Okay. And what does that feel like? Ugh. So then I could do some bunny movements, and then bunny pulls it out. Okay. And again, you scale it. And then how does it feel now? Oh, better. Tell me another story. Tell me how you want the story to be. Well, actually, this daddy isn't this big scary bear. He's this little baby bear. Actually, that's what comes out. And then this happens. And then they start going, oh yeah, oh, and actually he's like that because of, and she gets some other toys out, and then some other, or they do whatever they do because it's theirs. And you will find that they just flow into it. And sometimes you get somebody who will take a hammer and will smash people up. Sometimes they'll do that with the teacher. Sometimes they'll grab a snake. Sometimes they'll do whatever they need to do because it says, and they can't do it wrong and they can't do it right because it's theirs. And then you say, how does that feel now? Oh, it feels really good. Are you happy with where everybody is? Yeah. And so often they'll have somebody who has upset them like quite a way away. And does that feel good? Yeah. Is that how you want it? Yeah. Now, when I was doing this in we had a big group on here, and they were all doing it separately. Like there were 4 lots of 3 in the breakout rooms. And it was quite interesting because I was bobbing in and out. And you could tell that there was a few people going, what on earth is this? Okay, with the toys, this is ridiculous. This isn't going to work. And do you know what? It worked. All of a sudden, go on.
Sorry for interrupting. No, it's just the toys really do help, and that's just my personal opinion. But I think the toys really do help.
Yeah,
with the program.
They do. Well, this particular person, she had these, and then she had the bully. All of a sudden, she went to a problem she couldn't remember. But the sudden Barbies she had resembled bullying, and she just went and she was smacking, and she was crying, and then she was doing this, and then she had her own transformation with with it. And then it was interesting because one of the when we all came back to group, because these were her toys and she didn't want them anymore now because they were the bullies. So, which is a bit of which one of our crew, Ken Faulkner, actually, he said, actually, it's quite sad. We need to actually thank the toys for assisting us and helping, especially if they're your own. Now, when I'm doing this with a person, they're my toys and they're leaving them. But in the group session, people were actually were thanking their toys for assisting them in change work. So I hope that makes sense, because they're your own toys and you want to love them. So if you do have any there as your Gris, do get them. And because we're going to be doing some of that work today to see how we can incorporate that and see the change. So if you do get cross and upset with them, we're going to be saying, I love you and thank you for assisting me.
Wait, so think I understand. So like we get a few toys or
Yep.
for us to do it on ourselves?
No, we know, because Deborah will do it on you. And I mean, I'm hoping we still might get another couple of people on, but they will have already done a lot of this and they know what to do, because I've just told Barbara. Let me see what she's doing. But she might be a family thing. Don't know if Kevin was going to come up. Jenya said she would. Anyway, we'll see. It's whatever it is. But at the moment, it's important you both get your training.
Claudia, you'll have heard of Hope. I can never say it.
Yes,
Ho'oponopono. Yeah. Is it that? Thank you. Is it that sort of little? Because I'm just thinking that's something you can layer in. The little thing that you say, I forgive you, I thank you, and all the rest of it. Is it like that?
Thank you, forgive me.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
thank
forgive
you.
me, thank you, I love you.
Love you. Yeah.
You know what? Absolutely. There you go. That's exactly what you could say to your little animals. The Ho'oponopono. I don't know if you'll come across this. Not many people will, but I can absolutely, and that's always a useful thing. If people don't pray that much, but it's just a very lovely little prayer. I say it every day, actually, when I'm on my bike.
I do. It's really interesting, isn't it? When I came quite a few years ago now, I came across it and I was trying it with my husband all the time. We were at a point where we were just arguing a fair bit, but it stopped when I was doing that before I had any interaction with him or I just thought about him. It was very interesting, a very interesting story as well about the guy that
for
developed
prison.
all that. Yeah.
It's a Hawaiian prayer, and it's very simple and very sweet, and you do it with intention, and it is literally that. I don't know if you want to write that down as your Gris. It's I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you, and you put that out to somebody who say has maybe wronged you, who needs it, who's upset, and it's more about them than it is about you. And so that's exactly the sort of thing that you could say, I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you, to your teddies, because absolutely they had protected you, and you look at them with love. So it's very sweet. I use that to my sons every day. And actually somebody suggested I do it to my ex-husband, which is quite interesting, so that he helps them, which I must admit I hadn't thought of. So it's, there you go. We're all works in progress, are we not? Now, so recap. Has anybody managed to go over the manual?
I have mine of. Oh, sorry. No, go first.
I was saying I have it a little bit. Just honestly, Claudia, just been so busy. I'm back to back with clients, and it sounds like a pathetic excuse. And then I was sick. So, but as I said, I have done it on a couple of clients. So that's my yay thing that I did.
Yeah. You've done it. Good. And as you Grace, have you read the manual?
I managed to find the manual, but I got busy too. I should have it right here with me.
Okay.
I'll just get it out. I did find it.
At the end of the day, this is your training, so you want to get the best out of it for you. I know I don't necessarily use it, and in fact, I've got to get it out. I was getting the cuddly toys out. I was playing with my toys, but I don't use it because I know the words, but I don't want to miss something out. So it's and it's just here as well. It's not a million miles away. The anchor, so it's like the anchoring is, so I just want to literally go over it and check that everybody understands from the first lot of the models that we drew. Have you, so you've done that twice now, as your Grace, you've learned that because you did the in-person training with me as well. Have all those drawings, Deborah, have you used them with any of your clients at all?
No, because of where they were at, their mental capacities and everything else. Yeah, I just did like as if they were children, even though they were adults.
Okay.
So I just started. I didn't do all the emotional intelligence stuff, or the psych ed. I didn't, but I will be because it's so useful.
Yeah, it's broken down so easily, and that is all on the Facebook group as well.
Yeah, got it. I've got the manual as well in front of me.
You've got the manual, yeah, but I haven't put how to do those.
Yes.
Yeah, because they need to be built. You know, those diagrams need to be built, and that is in the training of it. The anchor, is everybody happy with anchoring?
Yeah, I think so.
As your Grace, are you happy to know how to set up an anchor? It's on page 9. And 11. Why?
Okay, found it.
What happened to page 10? I don't know. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? I did not remember these. My husband did them for me. I'll just blame it on him.
Oh.
I love mistakes. I absolutely love mistakes. And I'm going to tell everybody why. Because it's not the end of the world. And we see so many people who have perfectionist issues that it stops them from moving forwards in their life. So actually, anytime, if ever anybody ever makes a mistake, like I've just gone, oh, where's page number 10? I think it's hilarious. You see, I don't mind. I think that's really funny. But then that's my quirky sense of humor. Because it's like, it's not the end of the world, is it? It's like, no one's going to cry that there's no page 10 unless you've got really bad OCD, and then you'd have to go see Deborah. I'm sorry, I've got terrible sense of humor. As your Grace, you're going to have to really go. But it's like, it's really important for us to just let go of that whole perfectionism thing. So when somebody who is doing something that is, you know, sort of like, well, I find this quite inspiring from your trainer. It's like, and then I'm making mistakes. Then it's like, it's fine, you know, it's just all cool. It's like, it's no big deal. Like I said, it was still my husband's fault. So I take no responsibility for that at all. Okay. So you see, you'll get better just with the laughter, Deborah.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was still on. It's not, I was unmuted. Coughing away.
I had to mute you as your Grace because your pages were making too much noise.
But no, look, humor is really important, right? It helps with change. I think I told you last time I use humor a huge amount. Just because everything's so big and heavy for people, and you just want to be the opposite of that.
It just be funny.
Yeah, it'd be funny. People learn through enjoying it, having fun.
It anchors it in.
And anchors. That's right.
Because next time you go to this established act, you'll go, oh yeah, where's page 10? Ha 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 ha. You see, you actually have a laugh about it because you go, that's her husband's fault. So it's so we go through that. And have you I did mute you as your Grace, and I'm more than happy to do another whole round of anchoring to check people. Or do you know what, if one of you want to have a go to practice it, then that's absolutely fine as well. You have to come off mute as your Grace. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I'm sort of familiar with this. So, well, no, not like perfect at it, but I would, since it's Deborah's, so I want to,
Deborah,
whatever she needs.
do you want me do you want to or shall we just pass through the anchoring? Everybody happy with it? You're on mute, Deborah.
I think I'm okay with the anchoring.
Okay. Everybody's happy. Okay, got to check each stage of it. So we know that the eyes, now this is very interesting because I've got a picture of the eyes, watching the eyes. We will know that our clients are down in the dumps, literally, if they come in and they do everything and their eyes are down. Okay, that is very kinesthetic into their feelings. And this is why you will often find me in my sessions, so I'm going to share this with you, that I will uplift people. I raise my hands because I want them to look up. And when we're checking the work, we're also always going, look up, and then try and feel the feeling you used to feel. Well, I'm saying the word try because when we try, we generally fail. We don't do it because we're just trying. So, and then they often can't feel it. But then actually, I really do want to check the words. So if they say they can't feel it, I go, now look at me in the eye and tell me how it feels. Tell me this. Tell me something about it. And if they still get that, whatever, it's still there, even though we've done the eye movements and the bunny eye movements and say they were right down to a 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 12, and then they come back, oh no, there's something still there, then I'll go, right, okay, tell me more. Is it another feeling? Is it different? So maybe we then go back over the whole body bit, or maybe we go to the animals. I go, okay, and I actually use my intuition on that. All right. I can't tell you how to use your intuition. That's something that you build on as you see more people. And do you know what? Once again, it won't matter if you go straight to the animals and you could have done that, or you could have done that, because you're still working with them. Okay, you're still going to be creating change. So it's so the time to bring in the animals, you'll just kind of know. But we are going to do the animals now. And I think it's a really nice way to check the work. So if they're up there and they say, oh no, it's still there, you can either carry on doing the eye movements with on the paper, where is that feeling now? Is it a different feeling? Or you can bring in the animals. If they say, yeah, no, it's fine, it's all good, then we still bring in the animals, okay? Because now we're looking for onion layers, all right? So like I say, there's various ways. At which point do you bring in the animals? And you know what? Occasionally, I haven't used them. And that's okay too, because it's just not been necessary. It's not been appropriate for me to do it. Again, that comes with learning your client, because it's always client-centered. And I just know that there's no way they would be able to do the animals. It's like,
I have a question.
Go for it, please.
Have adults used have adults used the plushies before?
The animals, the cuddly
Yeah,
animals.
the animal.
Yeah, loads. Yeah. And that's all on the Facebook group. I need your mummy's on the Facebook group, and you need to go join Facebook so you can get on the Facebook group.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, because I've put loads of adults have used them. I tend maybe not to use it so much with my male adults, who are but you know, there's might be some inner child work. They don't mind doing the drawing and then the eye movements, but it's like I will probably only use the body the once, and then I'd probably go on and do other stuff that I do, parts or whatever. But it's I move on fairly swiftly with that. Again, you have to know your client. As your Grish, you'll probably be doing this with your teenagers, you see, or children, or for people with you know, specific stuff for inner child. So, and you'll probably work more with girls, women than like say a businessman CEO. All right, so
Yeah.
it's you know, you got to know your client, right? You know, no, would I do it with a, you just got to know who you would do the toys with and who you wouldn't. Saying that, I did have a lawyer, but he was a very soft, sweet, quiet lawyer, and I did it with him, and he was just a real, you know, sweetheart, and if you like, very gentle, and it worked, and so I used it with him. But he's probably my only apart from one of our hypnotist people. I've done it with plenty of our hypnotist people, because we're different, aren't we? so that's okay. So shall I just show you how this might work then? All right, because let's get on with it, because then you're going to do it, and hopefully some more people might jump on, because it's good to see other people doing it, you know, and I'm watching from them. So I have a plastic hammer, and this can be very useful as a tool for somebody to give to, say, their mother figure. So say that might be somebody has chosen that as them. These were mine actually when I was a little girl. So that, I wish I'd given, you know, they get at the end after some eye movements. What does mummy need? Here, mummy, and go to daddy, right? Or to my big brother, or to the teacher. And it's like they're acting it out. I mean, and they really feel that that's happening. So it's because you just let them get on with it. All right. There's a video of me doing this at the Mid-America Hypnosis Conference, and Kevin, he's one of our bunny practitioners. He was my guinea pig, who of course he then went and did the training with me and is on quite a lot. He wiped everybody away. It was like, okay. People do what they're going to do. All right. Spider. People will often have that represent somebody, or they'll have this as a protection. Some people love spiders, you see. So it's very interesting. I had one girl who chose herself as the snake. I'm going to find my snake. Hang on. I might have to tip all these up. And oh, here it is. So she had the snake. It's a very lifelike snake, and that was her. And her mother looked at me, because she was young, and her mother looked at me, and I said to the little, because her mother was like horrified, I think, that her daughter had chosen the snake. And I said, "What does the snake mean to you?" "Oh, he's all sleepy and curled up and safe, and he's really comfy and cozy." Okay. There you go. You see? And then interesting, isn't it? Some people choose the snake as their brother. And it can actually also, for some people, represent a penis. So have you got any questions there as you're
Oh,
going?
no. I was just a bit surprised about that
The
specifically.
penis? Yeah. It's like a snake. Oh, here we go. I've got Kevin. I was just going to say, we're just talking about you, Kevin. Just talking about you, Kevin. About we're doing cuddly animals. I was just talking about you with the hammer at the Mid-America. You went
Oh yeah, with the spiders, yes.
Is knocking them everything around. So just explaining the significance of some of these animals. Okay, so it's like, as I say, this could represent a penis, or for as I say, for that little girl, she chose this for herself, and it meant that she was safe and calm. I was like, okay, because that's what it was for her. So we don't just go make an assumption. Basically, what does that mean to you? What does that represent to you? What does that, because I know what that might represent to me. I know what that might represent to me. I know, all sorts of things that might, it's like this, or the tiger, but that might be because it's protection. So is it protection, or is it angry and fierce and wants to kill you? So it's whatever it is for the person. And I've got to find my I've got to empty all this out. Oh, monkeys, like, could be, mischievous. So and now some people don't have loads of toys about, and so, but they do have other little objects that they have collected over time. I think you have, haven't you, Kevin? I'm really pleased you've come on. Thank you, because this will really help as well with the whole thing. Oh, I have an Eeyore that is used a lot. There you go. He's got
Yeah, we both have one of
yeah, we
these.
both got one of those, and I'm trying to find one because a lot of people use that as their mummy. It's quite funny.
Yeah, I've noticed that just from our experiences and from when you talk about other cases, that they usually involve a mother or father or husband, or represents someone close to them.
Yeah, or a grandma. He's got a big tummy because
Yeah.
he's quite
Yeah, I've
sturdy.
seen this one in how when it's on the floor with a lot of your other toys, this
Mhm.
is a pretty big toy, so it kind of stands out.
Yeah, well, it is, but I do have a lot of big toys, believe me, and I can't.
Right.
And when I'm traveling, obviously, I can't bring them. So when I trained Kevin, he gave me his. Well, actually, I accidentally took it home.
Yeah, 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 that was mine, and she accidentally took it home, and she was
He's
going to give
stuck
it back
in.
to me. Yeah,
He's
she was
stuck in.
originally going to she was originally going to give it back to me, and then I saw a little girl using it to represent her mother, and I said to Claudia, keep it, use it.
Yeah,
And then I went out and got another one.
yeah, because I was going to give it back to you in Ireland, but it was so a lot of people use this because you're sad, depressed. So it's quite interesting. It's quite useful to get an Eeyore. It's so there are some things that are useful to have, like and when it's Halloween, it's easy to get the spiders, but you use what you've got. When I'm going to do another training somewhere at some point, I'm going to be telling people, can you just bring a bag of toys, which is easier, and then I'm not bringing everything, but I have to make sure that everybody takes their own toys home and that none of them have he had a little sleepover with me, but now he stayed. So cute. So it's but people, and then do you know what? I do have puppets, and it's quite interesting. I get a lot of people who will say to me, why don't you just use puppets? I see children and I use puppets. And I go, lovely. Lovely. Because they work, right? Because it's still a dissociation. I've got puppets. Oh, I've just found its little it's got a little, sorry. I just found its little hole. But I don't want to say that either. Anyway. So I've yeah, the reason why I like the bunny is because the bunny is you can't lose it unless you have your hands chopped off. If you go stealing in the Middle East, all right, you will always have your hands. So that is why that is useful. But do you know what? When you're doing any of this, use the toy. Yeah, if you've got puppets, use them. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that at all. So, oh, his sister's calling him. It's okay, Kevin.
Claudia, can I, sorry, oh, that's cute. Can I just interrupt slightly? I was just thinking, just wanted to let you know, when I said I was working with that guy with schizophrenia, he has another personality that we've named, and that's the one that's not very good when he's unwell. And one of the things that came about from doing that process is this is the thing he did tell me when we came back, he had because he was talking about control and stuff. I thought, you know what, I'm going to do the control room with him as part of what I'm doing today. And long story short, he ended up with that entity, as he calls it, in a locked room. and this is really when it sounds bizarre. When I've seen him go in and out of that state, it's a bit scary. His eyes go quite black, and he literally is quite a scary dude when he's doing that thing. And anyway, so he says it's in a room, and I said, how come it's in a room? And he saw Bunny put it there, and I said, oh, okay, great. And this guy's 28, and I said, do you want to go in? And we went in, and this is the interesting part. I said, what's he doing now? And he said, oh, he's asleep. And he says he's not coming out anymore. And this is the bit that's really funny. He says, because me and Bunny had a conversation. I was like, right, okay. And he said that I've decided that he can take the medication, he can have the effects of the medication and not me. So he can sleep. I know he can sleep and I can live. And I was like, oh my God. So anyway, we came out of the room, we locked it all up and blah, 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 and continued on. But I just wanted to tell you, it just came to mind. I just remembered that was part of the session, which was like,
And
just
the bunny did that with him.
that Bunny did that with him.
Oh my.
Yeah. And so that whole thing of him having that right in his mind's eye, or he did it like this. I didn't ask him how he did it. I just like, well, he's done it. And that's quite significant because that entity, as he calls it, was very strong in his life, in his mind. So we'll see how it goes over time. But I've never had a client do that before. I say something like that before. So I put it down to the bunny effect.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
And
a bit
it
like
could
that.
be that it gave him extra power.
I think so. Yeah,
Magic.
we did all the anchoring, yeah, and all of that still. But yeah, something happened there. It gave him because of course because he's doing schizophrenia, obviously his mind is working a little bit differently. I can't remember the name. It's funny, I can't remember what it calls the thing now. Anyway, but it's the first time that he said that he's actually got control of it. Because before he said it just would come up, he had no control, and we were just managing the symptoms and what have you. But we did the control. I have not done the control room for years, but he was saying to me control, and then he says, like a control room, and I'm like, he's telling me what he needs, so I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, I would as well.
And when we're doing I know he likes Star Wars, so we're talking about different control room panels and blah blah blah. And it was only when I said, and same thing, never make assumptions. Is there anything else in the room that we haven't discussed yet? And that's when he said, oh, the room to the side. And I said, well, what's there? And that's when all that came up. So it was just, if clients do things and you're just like, oh my gosh, I would never have thought of that. But
No,
it was
because he
but for
had
him,
the answers inside of him.
that's right. He had all the answers and he just kept saying control. And then he talked about control rooms. And I'm like, mate, he's telling me this is what he needs. So I'm doing that. Forget everything else. We're not doing Bunny today. We're just going to do this. But we technically still did it because of the fact that he talked about his, oh my gosh, you see, I can't remember his name now. This entity. And when I said to him, so what's he doing in the room? And that was the other thing. I says, is he comfortable? He said, oh, he's very comfortable. He's got a wonderful bed. He's got lots of cuddly toys around him. He said, and I said, so how come how come he's asleep? And he said, oh, I give him the medicine. I said, what medicine? And he says, oh, my medicine. And he says, I mix it in a really nice drink and I just give it to him. And then he just goes back to sleep and he just doesn't bother me anymore. And I was like, and he says, it's him that needs the medicine, not me. I was like, oh my God. It's just one of those moments with a client when you're like,
I know. I can imagine. I'd have been like, you'd have just been going, yes.
oh, absolutely. So we'll see how it goes over
You
time.
anchored
But
that in, though.
oh, I did. It was just like I came home. I'll never talk about my clients to my husband, but I was like, I've got to tell you this thing with this
Mm,
person I saw today. Says it was just, and it's
mm.
one of those things where you feel really humble, to watch somebody
Oh
go through
yeah,
that process.
yeah, yeah.
It was just incredible. So anyway, so even though we didn't do the bunny, it obviously had an effect, profound effect on him. The fact he came right, he sat, because I've got different chairs, and he sat straight into the chair. We did the bunny thing because I anchor them in a certain chair, and was eager to do it. And then he just started talking about it. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you.
Yeah, so you spoke to, because you have an hour, I know. So you did the
Yes,
anchoring, and then
yes.
did you talk about the poo on the brain?
Yeah, I did all that with him
And
previous
then,
session.
but then, yeah, and then you just
Yeah,
went into yeah, instead of
yeah.
drawing around his body, because he started talking about that, but he still remembered to bring in the bunny.
Yeah, yeah, straight away. First thing he did was sit down and says, I brought Bunny along with me, and we were laughing. And I said, oh, really? You like Bunny? He says, I love Bunny. So, and as I said, he's not, he's an intelligent person, even though he suffers with schizophrenia. It's not, all the meds can impact on their cognition and everything. But he does have, which is quite common with people who, with my experience with schizophrenia, they do a lot of this supernatural stuff, thinking and experiences, and they get very interested in all this dark stuff. And I generally avoid it because it's like I don't want to be going there. And this entity that he had was there, but he's pulled that out and, as I say, put it in this room. And the interesting thing was when he was doing it, he had his eyes closed. Obviously, I was doing the control room, and he was miming out everything with his hands. I don't even know if he knew he was doing it, but he was opening locks and
Well,
he was
I
opening
find people
doors. And
do that.
yeah,
If they'll teenagers are doing this.
yeah. Well, funny thing was when I said to him about the controller in the room, it was a video controller.
Mm,
So we played around with that too to keep him quiet and calm. And we'd given him another job as well. We said that he'd played a part. This was last time. And I did that in the hypnosis. He played a part before, but we needed to give him another job. No, I didn't do it in the hypnosis. The week before that, the entity showed up. I was on Zoom with him. His mum was with him, and he just went like that into this really horrible, horrible state. And that was the thing. And I was talking to that. And I thanked it and said, thank you very much for what you've done. And a bit like the Ho'oponopono thing. And I said, but it's time maybe to give you another job. And I wonder if you could think of a job, what that might be for yourself. Or maybe it's time for you to rest. And we did all that.
yeah,
And
so
you
it's a bit
think,
like the part. You're dealing with parts.
yes,
You're talking
that's exactly what I was doing. I was thinking parts, I was doing it. And then he snapped back out. And I said to him, and I knew I pushed his buttons. I annoyed him a little bit, which is why it came out like that, the part or whatever it is, the entity as he calls it, and was not happy with what I was saying. And I said, well, it's nice to meet you actually like this face to face, because it's always been hidden somewhere else or in the middle of a psychotic episode, and then there's no communication. It was just interesting. So I think it's been over the 3 weeks, several things, but the bunny certainly seemed to be the thing that one he was comfortable with, and he'd done some work obviously and put it in this room. He knew exactly where it was. Yeah, it was pretty
wow,
incredible. Yeah,
wow.
and he's the only person I've ever worked. No, it's not true. I've worked with several where there's. Oh, I know you're lying, Debty. So, several where there's been that change in demeanor. Honestly, I sound crazy when I say it, and I've had other therapists say the same thing to me too, where the eyes just go black, the eyes change, and it's not good. Very scary actually when it happens, but I'd seen it a few times with other people, so I was okay dealing with it this time. Whatever that is, who knows?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to tell you. I don't want to went
It's
off
a
the tangent.
in my opinion, it's a fractured part.
Yeah, I too, absolutely. I've done Gordon Emerson's training, um, and I've done, other parts of therapy work and stuff. And like you incorporate lots of things, right? You just go what's needed at the time with the client.
Yeah, client
Um,
centered. What
yeah,
they,
client centered.
yeah.
But anyway, I didn't tell you that when I said before that I hadn't fully seen how it worked, but I did actually see how it had worked just between sessions with what he'd done.
I think that's phenomenal. And when you find out a bit more, I would
I will let you know.
please
Yeah.
tell people in the group. That's the kind of thing that people need to hear. Not that they would be able to be seeing people with schizophrenia,
No, no.
albeit as your Gris, your mum possibly would. She's a pediatrician.
She might. Well, I actually have young children that I don't diagnose people. It's not my role to do that. However, I can see a lot of those patterns developing in very young children. They're like 5, 6, 7, and you can just start to see some of their characteristics. Doesn't mean to say they'll go on and have a diagnosis like that, because usually it sort of comes out around sort of 18, 19, 20, that sort of age.
Yeah, I think my son, I think one of my eldest son has probably got either is borderline personality. I don't know if it's schizophrenia. I don't know.
Well, they're very close, borderline, BPD, schizophrenia. It's also
there's something not nice.
right.
I don't communicate with him.
Right.
I just get death threats. So.
Well, it's interesting you say that, because when I was working with this, I call him a boy, he's a man. When that thing is out, it threatens me a lot. Yeah, when I'm working, and it's not as direct as it was 3 weeks ago, when I literally, the only way I can describe it is I saw it. Whereas before I would hear it, it would speak through him, if you like. I know I sound a bit crazy when I'm saying this, but you all sorts of strange things when you're in therapy with people. So yeah, it was the first time I actually saw it, and it being whatever that was, his eyes changed. He was so angry. I mean, like rage. It wasn't anger, it was rage, was this thing.
Yeah. My son can just like, and you like
do that.
Oh shit, you're really scared of him.
Oh yeah,
don't know what the hell he'll do.
Yeah, that's right. And this part will hurt mum, hurt his sister, all that sort of thing. But when we talked about it, we were saying that's not who he is, right? Because he's actually quite a gentle guy. But when that thing's running, not so much.
Yeah.
And I've been in a session where I've seen him in the background, because when he's been having a psychotic break, and I see him moving around. He's very agitated in the background, and I always have to ask about their safety, because I mean they're a lovely family, but I have to ask about their safety, because he's a tall guy. He's like 6'4", and his mum's about, well, she's not 2'6", but she seems like she's 2'6". She's very small.
Yeah.
Tiny next to him. Anyway, I'll let you get on. Sorry, interrupted.
No. This is all really helpful stuff, Deborah, because these are, it's real life cases. And it is, we never know what we might see. And, so as your Gris, we generally, apart from Deborah, because of the way she's trained, is we see normal people living with normal everyday issues. Okay. That's who we see. So it's normal stress. It's normal kind of like blue days. Now it's only when you have more training and more whatever, I get sent people from therapists and from psychologists, because I've worked on them, and they know that I can handle it. I can handle somebody with suicidal ideation. It doesn't scare me like it wouldn't scare you, Deborah, but it might really not be ready for somebody else who's new to everything. Okay.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
So then when we and that's when you refer, we refer on, and we just wouldn't see them. So we see normal people. So it's like if you've got a little person who's just, say, scared of or sad or is being bullied, is mummy and daddy, say, are getting divorced, or there's or brothers leaving home and they're going to miss him, or friends are being mean. It's more that sort of thing. Cedric. Oh, isn't it interesting how he's got that name? Yeah. It's so yeah, we just have to, but you have to work within your limits, and everybody has to know what those are. And as you can see that for Deborah, she's going to be able to use this in I mean, this is phenomenal. And potentially the fact that he has somebody else like a superpower on his side, which is the bunny, it sounds like, that's giving him permission to appease Cedric in whatever way is right for him, because the bunny is fairly innocuous. It's not like a tiger's coming out, you know, it is literally a bunny. So it's
Well, the interesting thing is, he said to me, he's never coming out of there again. He's never felt he's had control like that before. So that's what I said. It'll be interesting to see what happens over long term if that actually happens for him.
yeah, actually have to tell me.
Oh, I will do. Well, I was honestly, I was wrapped. I was so buzzing. I'd seen about 8 clients that day, and he was the last one of the day. And I was just, as I said, I got home to my husband. I was like, I've just got to tell you this thing. And I said, I'm so wrapped for him, and I'm really, really hopeful that it will be what he says it is, because I've been seeing him for 3 years with stuff on and off, and and he's had a lot of change and all the rest of it, but we've never been able to do something about Cedric.
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
excited.
so if he was running lots of, rumination and that really excessive intrusive thought stuff, and he would tell me what Cedric was telling him, we got him to the point where he was recognizing that that was Cedric and not necessarily him. So that was okay. But we were not always able to break that. Sometimes we were, sometimes we weren't. But we've gone beyond that. He's gone, nah, he's in a room. Bunny's, we put him there. We're tranquilizing him, not me.
I know. It's like,
I know.
I would just like be going, and then you don't want to unpick it too much, I guess.
Oh, I just left it alone. I was like, that is just
it's
brilliant.
It's like,
It was high. I tell you what he did. High five, high five, high five. I do a lot of high fives. And
mm,
I don't often let clients physically touch me because of obvious reasons. But he actually stood and he said, do you mind if you bring it in? And I thought, I'm just with this occasion, I'm going to actually allow him to do that. I think it's really important to anchor that in too. So, oh, sorry. So I did. And because my husband said, your husband said, you never do that with clients. I says, no, except for when I do. So on this occasion I did. I felt it was important for him.
yeah. No, I agree. It's quite funny, isn't it? I mean, I did a smoking lady the other day, and she was like going, "This is just magic! Oh my God!" And I went, "Would you like a hug?" And she went, "Oh, please!" And it was just like, yeah. But
Just
I
needed it.
can hug my clients because I'm not
Yeah. Well, as you know, I'm not supposed to do that. But anyway, in this occasion, I thought I'm not going to, for the sake of whatever, say no.
No, especially if you're asking to.
Yeah. He was just so wrapped with himself, and
yeah, because that's massive for him too.
oh,
Massive.
enormous.
Yeah.
So anyway, I will keep you informed as to what happens.
Yeah,
So fingers crossed.
And then we must share that in the Facebook group when as you find out more, because that's what I want. I want the wins in the Facebook group of things like that. Okay, so we have some various toys. So I am going to ask now. I know Kevin's on the phone with his sister. Sadly, Kevin couldn't join us last time either. He's got some I don't think you'll mind me saying there's some, obviously we're all family. We've all got families, family stuff. So they've got that going on. Now, who would like to have a play? Because we're going to play. All right. As I said, we can't get this right. We can't get this wrong. So Deborah, because I can see you, I can't see you. So I need to see somebody. So Deborah, I'm going to do it with you.
Okay, cool. Just excuse the coughing.
And then that's all right. Okay. So have you got an issue that you would like to work on?
You think?
So we're just going to blank straight from the animals, just to show you that how we can do this. Now, do you have any animals there with you? Anything?
I've just got one at the moment. I need to bring some more in, but
oh, hey, the big guys. So
very cute. This is Marmalade.
So now, if you're working with a client, and so if we're doing teenagers, I don't care what anybody says. Look at Azure Grish. You were calling them plushies, right? So they've all got like these squishmallow things. Now, some adults do. Do you know what? If they don't, if they've got objects around their house that remind them of somebody, and do you know what? It could even be a mug, because that could represent, say, somebody who I got it from. Yeah. So that doesn't matter. It's the fact is that we're going to tell a story through the objects. Now, somebody could use a lipstick for their mother or for their sister. You could use a paperweight. What about there could be an ink pen for a father or a grandfather. You know, there's just certain things that people could have, a certain book, things like that. All right. So you said there was an issue, because what I'm trying to do is to show everybody as much as possible that we can work content free. All right. Without having to have somebody go into their story. All right. So do you have an issue? And I know we've just seen marmalade. So who does marmalade represent, Deborah?
Probably everything that's really good.
So in your family members.
Oh, in my family member?
Yeah, if you were going to have your, so everything, so, and it could just be that marmalade represents everything that's good. So, and it could just be that that's his role in this, and how you're going to play with your thing, because this is your change work.
Yeah.
So that's what Deborah went. So like I say, I am literally doing this for the first time with Deborah. Does that make sense? So it's like, you can't do it right, you can't do it wrong. Somebody might do it differently with you. It's just using them. So every client I work with, it does it differently. So it's just that's why we have to use our playfulness, our intuition, and yeah, okay, and let the client do the work. Really, we're just guiding it. So that's what marmalade represents, everything that's good. So that sounds really nice, Deborah. All right, because it just does, doesn't it? Represents everything that's good. So you mentioned there was an issue. Now, is there something, is it around people, this issue?
It is, but people in the context of being much broader than just like a small group of people near me. It's people broader, bigger.
In the world?
Yes, global type stuff. Yes.
So potentially, and I know you shared that with me. So we're looking at Tehran, Israel. We're looking at stuff, and we've got marmalade, who represents everything that's.
He does that a lot.
We've got marmalade, who represents everything good in the world. Okay, so have you got something that represents the concern in the world? The things that you were saying, the global, the worry, the
just trying to see what I've got on my desk that would do that.
Could be a book. And do you know what? You could even get a piece of paper up and maybe scrunch it up. It's like it's going to be something that you, or have I?
Oh, so here's this. I don't know why this. So this is my brain just making a connection, right? Yeah. So this is a screen cleaner spray. Do you want me to tell you what came into my head when?
I do.
It was about. First, it was, if you spread this in your eyes, it wouldn't be very comfortable. But then it was like, you can't see clearly. Things you just can't see clearly. It's really, everyone's like got distorted vision and a view. That's what was popping into mind when I looked at that. It's the only thing that really came to mind when I was looking around my desk.
Brilliant. Okay. So,
yeah.
So we have that, and then we have marmalade, who represents everything good in the world. Okay, so when you think about that feeling that you said that it seems like everything is just like there's lack of clarity, you know, there's like it's like can't see, and it would hurt if it went into your eyes.
Yeah.
Right? When you hold that, can you hold it?
Yep.
So I'm going to work. So this is what we've got. We haven't got people, we've got situations in the world. So when you're holding that, is it and you're thinking about that it would hurt in your eyes, because to Deborah this means like shit that's going on in the world, basically, right? Does that is it heavy? Is it light? Is it?
It's heavy. It's hard. It's
Okay.
unforgiving.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not. Do you know? It's like I'm trying to think of a. We call it stable attribution. So it's like it's not changing. It's resistant. That's probably the word I'm looking for in English. Yeah. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, because it would be if it went in your eyes. Yeah.
Yes, that's right. That would be great. You know, if you're just spraying your screen and they had the nozzle the wrong way around and it would go in your face instead.
Yeah, it would, just as well you're wearing glasses.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, what color is it?
In my mind's eye, or what it actually literally is.
Yeah. And this
Oh,
uncomfortable.
it's black. It's got to be black. Yeah, black.
Yeah. Okay. And is it got a shape to it? Is it spiky? Is it
Yeah, it's spiky.
spotty? Is it, what is it?
It's spiky, with lots and lots of spikes on it, and
Okay.
it's sort of quivering like that.
Okay, so it's quivering. Okay. Is it
Yes.
got a sound?
No.
Has it got a smell?
Actually, you see, you've just given me a suggestion. Now I can hear a siren.
Okay, right.
It didn't have a sound. It's now got a sound.
Yeah, okay. And then has it got a smell?
No, definitely not.
I'm just going to wait a minute for you to
Yeah,
the
no,
smell.
it hasn't. Definitely got a sound, no smell.
Okay.
Oh, stop
So
it, brain.
on your scale, all right, 12 being the worst, 0 nothing. Where are you with that? With that uncomfortable, heavy, hard, unforgiving, resistant? Because you know what that spray represents to you.
Yeah, it'd be 11 or 12. It'd be up there.
Yeah, up there. Okay. So that feeling. So follow the bunny. Are you ready?
Sorry. Yes. Oh, hang on. Can I just pin you so that I can see you bigger?
Yeah, pin me.
Okay, got you.
You ready? So just keep following the bunny. Ugh, and let it go. Bleh. Let it go. Let it go. Ugh. Ugh, shake it off. Shake it off. Let it go. Let it go. Ugh, breathe it out. Let it go. Let it go. Good, 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 good job. Well done. Excellent, excellent. Really good. Well done. Excellent. Well done. Well done. Good job. Good job. Well done. But he's got it. Boop. Deep breath in through your nose and out. And what's your favorite Christmas movie?
I think I want a Christmas movie. No, I actually don't have one. That's a bit weird. That's a bit sad, isn't it?
Well, maybe there's a few.
Nope, absolutely blank on that one. Ask me something else.
Okay. A Christmas Carol. No, and that's actually a Christmas movie. But is there do you have a favorite Christmas
Oh, actually, yes, actually. Now you said that, I do like watching the Christmas Carol. I haven't watched it for years. Bethlehem, the one with Bethlehem, that one.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yep.
And on your how's your scale now? Oh, what have I just done with my ruler?
Scale now.
Oh, here it is. 12 being the worst, 0 nothing.
That's so funny. My head went, oh, it's still the same. It's 8. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It wasn't 8 before.
Yeah, isn't it amazing how you just come in with a number?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? So just keep following the bunny and allow your wonderful unconscious mind to take the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding from that feeling so that you can process it in a way that is safe and right for you, and putting it in the right place in your brain so that it never needs to bother you again. Good job. Well done. Excellent. Well done. Really good. Really good. Well done. Taking the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding so that you can process it in a way that is safe and right for you. Good job. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Well done. But he's got it. Boop. Deep breath in through your nose and out. And have you been scuba diving on the Gold Coast?
Yes. Once.
Nice. Was it nice?
Yes, it was. It's a little bit upsetting too because a lot of the barrier reef has been dying off, bleaching off. But
Yeah. Yes.
yeah, but it is coming back apparently, allegedly. But yeah, it was stunning. A lot of fish you don't see anywhere else but there.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Mm.
Okay. Where are you on your scale now? 12 being the worst, 0 nothing.
6 is what I've got.
Okay, good. And it's interesting because the number does just come up for people. I've maybe once I've had somebody, but they were difficult about everything. Does that make sense? So it was like, I don't really want to work with you because and they probably really didn't want to work with me either. So it was like, but I think that's only ever happened once. Everybody else has always been able to find something, and especially when you have a ruler, it's quite interesting. And I'm just going to throw this out there in the training. I always say 12 being worse, 0 nothing. And or if I'm doing a 10, I will always do a line. I will make a movement. All right, just so that you all know that is what I do. Do you have to? I don't know. That's what I do. So I'm going to do this again. Let's see what we can get it down to. Okay, this uncomfortable, heavy, hard, unforgiving, resistant black spike equipment that was represented by the cleaner. All right, for the computer. Ready? And allow your wonderful unconscious mind to take the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding so that you can process that feeling in a way that is safe and right for you, and putting it in the right place in your brain so that it never needs to bother you again. Good job. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Really good. Taking the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding so that you can process it in a way that is safe and right for you. Good job. Well done. Excellent. Excellent. Well done. Really good. Really good. Well done. Well done. Good. But he's got it. Whoop. Deep breath in through your nose and out. And do you like poetry, Deborah?
A couple, yes. I do a couple of poets, yeah.
Which one comes to mind?
If Kipling poem, a poem called If. It's a lovely poem. I give it to my clients as well. It's great.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's
Keeping
nice.
your head, the line that stands out to me, keeping your head while all those around you are losing theirs is one of the lovely lines in it. Anyway.
Oh,
Yes.
look, Kevin's playing along here as well. I can only doubt some things is kicked off at home, so you're needing some eye movements. Okay, and where are you on your scale now? 12 being the worst, 0 nothing.
Two, I reckon.
Wow.
Two.
And did you come in with a positive?
The thing that popping in my mind, which I often say but wasn't really sticking before, was it just is what it is. You know, what can I do from here?
Okay.
There's just is what it. I don't know if it's not a positive, but it's more neutral, I suppose. It just is
it's
what
very
it is.
neutral. It is what it is. Can you anchor that in now? And I'm going to say this, okay? It is what it is. 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 Oh, it is what it is. 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 But it gives you it is what it is. And then relax your finger and thumb and look above your head and try and feel the feeling you used to feel. And is it as bad?
No, it's not there. I can't find it actually.
Okay. And hopefully, Kevin, I can only imagine maybe that it is what it is was similar words maybe for you as well, actually. What's yours like, Kevin? Kevin just joined in anyway.
It's all right.
I had just come back from a different phone call, so it's like, all right, I'm gonna join in and get in the right headspace here. When we did that, started an 8, got it down to a 2, the emotion I was dealing with at the moment. So, and what she wanted at the end was appropriate for what I needed as well.
I did wonder if it would be. Okay. And okay, so now I'm checking the work. All right. So it's like, can you tell me a new story, Deborah? Because you've got that, and then you've got the other toy. Tell me a different story. You've got marmalade.
About marmalade. Well, marmalade, if this is what you're meaning, so the why marmalade is everything that's sort of good is because marmalade's been with us for a long time, and marmalade was my children's toy and is now my grandchildren's toy. And he sits on our table and he often just peeps over the top, so we have him hanging, so his eyes are just like that, looking over the top of the table, watching everybody. And the kids love him. The first thing they come to is grab him. And they play with him and things. So yeah, that's the story of marmalade.
Okay, how does that relate to the spray? Story with that and marmalade.
Well, the thing that's come into my mind is I can observe, I can watch, but I can still come from a place of, compassion and all the rest of it for everybody involved. That's what, he's sort of sitting there looking, but not necessarily absorbing the horror of it, if you like. And almost thinking, see, as I'm talking, the story's building in my head, almost like a bubble that he's sitting in. I can observe.
Does that feel good? And does that feel
yeah, no, it feels better because, I'm not one that will just turn away and say, pretend it's not happening. Things are happening. However, it's that idea of I don't have to absorb it myself. And someone has to still hold a space where there is still the compassion and care and love for people and everything else, even though it's going the way that it has been going. And I do believe there's a lot of people that are like that too. It's just unfortunately the situation doesn't always bring the best out in them. So Marmalade's sort of doing that thing, right? Holding that
space.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I'm hugging my tiger right now.
Oh,
it's it's wonderful. So Deborah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can agitate you. Okay. Just to check the work. All right. And remember, everybody, this is safe space here. Nobody else will get this video apart from you three. Okay. So it's because anybody only on a training will ever get, you know, if they've joined, but that's it. It's the way it is. Now, so Deborah and I had a few chats last week, and I was just asking about family, and they've got family in Israel. And of course, we know that there's been stuff going on in Tehran and Israel. All right, and and literally, I said, I don't know how you feel about the fact that Trump dropped the bombs on Tehran, but I know there's a ceasefire at the moment, unless I've heard something different, unless it's literally started up again in the last whatever many hours.
So, it could have done in the last 5 minutes.
I know. Who knows? We could just suddenly go.
Who knows?
Let me just whip out my phone and I'll tell you.
Just check what the latest news is.
So I'm sitting here thinking, am I saying the right thing? So when I'm saying all of that, bearing in mind the work we've just done, what's happening, Deborah?
Well, as I said, it's just down to what you can control and what you can't have any control of that. You're asking me specifically about them doing the bombing in Tehran? Is that what you're asking?
Not really. I'm just
just in general.
If literally you're going back to it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it was. Funny actually. I'm just thinking what my sister-in-law said just yesterday. We're on about stuff, and of course they issue warnings and all the time. And she says to me, "I've no idea why I'm sitting in the bomb shelter yet again." What she said to me, "Why am I sitting in the bomb shelter again?" She said, "I don't understand that." And yeah, it's just the idea. Well, she can choose to be in there or not. So I was there during see, this is my mind gone now, during the Gulf War, the first Gulf War, and we could all either lock ourselves up in a shelter and put masks on and all the rest of it. I decided not to do that. I thought I'm not going to live like that. So I thought if it lands on me, it lands on me. There you go. If I get chemically annihilated, then so be it. And what we did is we went onto the roof of the building we had, because the bombs they were throwing then were scuds. And we have a scud party. We'd have a little party on the roof and sort of toast.
It gets us, and we're drinking our way through.
Yeah, we're just drinking our way through it, and we just go cheers when they sent more, and we go yay on you. But you know, because I decided if it was going to hit you, it was going to hit you. So even if you're in your safe room and all the rest of it,
you'd still die probably.
Yeah. So I made a decision that I'm not going to live in fear like that,
or be maimed, which could potentially be worse.
Yeah, that's right. I just decided.
And nobody can get to you because everybody else is maimed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And sorry, the story now is getting bigger. Just my father-in-law came out from the Holocaust, and I remember when the first night when there was shelling, and I was running around like a headless chicken, screaming everybody to get into the house, into the shelter. And we had to tape everything up because of the risk of chemical attack. And my father-in-law was sat watching CNN, so it was the first time a war had been covered like that. And I'll never forget, he was sat there smoking a cigarette, looking at me like, "Oh, why are you running around like that?" And I was like, "You've got to get in the room." And I was hysterical. And he's like, "Yeah." And he was like that. He just had that attitude of, "Not much we can do, mate." He was just sat watching. But I was hysterical trying to get him into the sealed room. And he was persistent. And I was like, said to him, "So stay there if you want. You can die if you want." I remember being very dramatic. So I was like 21 at the time, right? "You die then. You die." I was like, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?" So that attitude that he had eventually is what I adopted too.
Oh yeah.
And it's the same like this, right? It is what it is. There's not much you can do.
Okay.
Well, there's some things you can do, things you can't.
Yeah. So what's happening now for you? Because you were 11 out of 12.
Well, like I said, probably still 2, 1, not much. Yeah.
Good work.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And all from your screen and your marmalade, right?
And I noticed that marmalade's got stripes too. So marmalade's a bit deceiving. It's not. It's a hybrid.
It's a tiger.
It's a tiger too.
Yeah.
It's a pussycat. I know.
Very.
It's a pussycat and a tiger.
We all have tigers.
There you go. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, just noticed that.
Yeah. I know, you see, isn't it interesting? So it's so now, you know, that was how we dealt with that one. Somebody's going to come up with something different because might not you because you used a world situation. Client is going to come with whatever it is, and you have to go, okay, and you have to be adaptable. So now I think just for the sake of it, we can go get a drink and go to the bathroom, because I'm sure you probably, because I know that Deborah's got a bad cough, so she probably might want another hot drink in there, and then we'll just come straight back, okay? And then somebody else is going to have another go. All right. It's not going to be me. You can but you can stop and ask me at any stage, am I doing this right? Am I not doing it right? As you're going to have to come on picture, okay, on video, so that we can see you. But we'll come back in about, I don't know, 5 minutes, but just quick. Okay. Bathroom break, come back. See you soon. Oh, I don't need that. There's just 4 of us. How is everything, Kevin?
Not great. Um, Found out through the phone call that my mom's been particularly uncharacteristically nasty. So her personality's changing too. And apparently 2 months ago, she hit somebody with her car, and my sister and I are just now finding out about this.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing I don't think I told you is we're selling our camp. I don't know if I told you that. That's Maine slang for summer lake house.
Oh, okay.
And it's been in our family since 1961 when we first built it. We didn't want to sell it, but my parents don't have the strength to go up there anymore. My sister has a job and she's in grad school. I have a job in running this practice. So we can't, it's 3.5 hours away. Nobody can spend time up there. So we're selling it. So this is kind of a double whammy I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah, it's a loss. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a loss of of childhood memories, and it's a loss, and there's a lot, and
Mhm.
it sucks.
Yeah.
It,
Tomorrow when my sister and I are going up to the camp to retrieve all the things that we want to take with us, including our grandparents' ashes. So,
yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
hard. It's hard.
Mhm. I was actually on the phone with Amber earlier today. She and I were catching up. We're actually meeting up for lunch next weekend. And was telling her that thank God for March because dealing with these things now is a lot easier without that monkey on my back.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure actually, because that was a big bullying one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It was
We-
a, I think it was a gorilla, wasn't it?
yeah, it was there was a lot to let go of. And
Yeah,
it's much more bearable to deal with a lot of present pain without all that past pain.
yeah. And the good thing is, Kevin, is that you're in the space now where all the time you can keep letting go of bits of this loss, instead of having it build and build and build up and explode,
Mhm.
because you've got a family of hypnotists now who are your new family, as you say, going forwards. And it's that's what's happening. um and so yeah, you got people, and it's a shame we haven't got like a big millionaire in the group that could buy the lake house and then keep it for retreats.
Yeah, yeah, that would be cool. Thankfully, the person who is buying it from us is a family friend whose family owns a couple of other cottages on the same road. And when she was making the exchange with my sister, she was tearing up because she felt guilty. So
Oh well, you probably still be able to, but it'll be
it's
the
at least we know where it's going to good people. So,
yeah, yeah, it is, it'll still be loved.
mhm.
And then I don't know if you've got my sharing and caring thing for understanding when people are going through, because it sounds like you're more caregivers now for your mum, with because she may be going through a stage of cognitive decline and
Yeah.
cognitive change. So
Mhm.
because as you know, I'm a dementia, that I'll send you it's free, the free guide, and just get the upsell. It's only $7, but you'll get I think 6 more e-guides or something, and Beryl Comer and I talking about stuff. Just get that. It will help you and your sister, and just download them and share them with her. Yeah. I think that would be really helpful, because it will just give you, oh, that's what we can do. Oh, that's right. That's what we can do. Just help you manage the situation
Mhm.
in a more,
Thank you.
in a more positive way, because it's hard. All right.
Mhm.
And it sucks. Yeah, you're
It
going
does.
through a lot. You're going through a lot.
Thank you.
Fortunately, you have
Have,
people who,
I have friends, and I have my second family, which is the hypnotists.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
Mhm.
So that's comforting. Uh,
Yeah. Before we jump back in, can I tell a quick 2-minute story involving the bunny talk?
Please
Yeah.
do. Please do.
So a couple of weeks ago, when my mom was still in the hospital, I already had a session booked with somebody like the day after she coded. And so I was still pretty rattled. And I considered a part of me wanted to rebook to a different time because I was still in a bad place. But I felt compelled to move ahead with the session anyway. So I sat down with this person, and she initially said she wanted to work on losing weight. But as we talked, it came out that she was using it, as she put it, a shield to protect herself from an unspecified trauma. And she started abreacting and getting emotional. And at this point, and I should mention, we had met once before in passing, but she had read some stuff about me on Facebook. And I asked her, let me ask, I had no plan going in. I said, let me ask you this. You have some paper and some markers or some colored rain utensils? And she's like, I have some graph paper and some gel pens. We're doing the bunny talk, aren't we? That's right. Fast forward 45 minutes later, she was emotional in a different way. So it was good that I went through with that.
Well done you. Well done you for knowing that you had something that you could use. But as I say, it is so quick, and well done. Well done.
Thank you.
We must share these positive stories out there in the Facebook group. Put them on your I would you know, it's important that people know that transformation can be made, and it's such a quick, easy tool that you can use with somebody straight away. So how did she know that? Because she'd read it. Have you got it on your website that you do the bunny talk process?
It is mentioned on my website, but I had done some bunny talk sessions with other people in the Storm Rider community. That's Mike Mandel. And a couple of those people had made comments in the MMHA Engage Facebook group saying, oh, I just had a bunny talk session with Kevin Moran. Thank you so much. And she must have read some of those posts and kind of was like, yeah.
Brilliant.
So.
Yeah, brilliant. So I don't know if Azure Gris is on here yet, but I've until she joins us, I've got
No, I'm here. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, yes. So I can't see if you're here. Please put your video on. Yeah, I've got a table. I'm going to get a table at Hypnothoughts. So it's like, because they don't want people selling in the conference rooms. So I thought I better get a table then. Thank you, Kevin. That's brilliant. You're using it, making a difference. Deborah's using it. She's made a difference. Do you know if your mum? Do you know if your mummy's using it as your Gris?
Using what exactly? Good.
The bunny talk. The bunny talk.
Oh well, no, because she's been busy with her other job.
Okay.
Like, no, so.
Okay, but I just wondered. Okay, so okay, can you get yourself on video?
Yeah, no, I was about to ask if I could leave for a few minutes because my camera isn't wanting to cooperate, and I think I might have a solution, but I have to step out.
Yeah, step out and step back in. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Not a problem. Okay, and then so in the meantime, we will figure out who wants to do what on who. Okay, because I don't want to keep doing all the stuff because it's nice to see me doing it, I know, but it's the only way to really learn again is you guys do it, right? Deborah, I'm going to get you to do it on Kevin, because that is the way, and then we'll get as your Gris to do it on me or Deborah or Kevin again, and then Kevin, you're going to do it on one of us. Okay. Kevin, actually, because I don't think you can come tomorrow, can you?
No, I've got to go with my sister.
So we'll
Two people practicing on me. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah. So, but Deborah, I do want you to do. Are you feeling up to it?
Yeah, I'm not very brain focused at the moment, but yeah, I'll still give it a go. Just bear with me.
Okay,
Yeah,
Kevin,
yeah.
I think, and Kevin's got, I know, did you manage to get some other little toys around you, Kevin?
Yeah, I've got these two, but I can go grab some more if you get.
Go grab some more while I Chris is figuring.
So, Claudia, just talk me through. So the first thing is to ask the question. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. I'm not
No,
quite.
no, it's fine.
And
So
I'll write it down the steps so that.
yeah,
So to ask the client. Sorry, go on.
no, literally, because you could be in mid-session and the client is like has got down to a 0.
Yeah.
It's saying try you know with the body stuff, all right? And then they go, you know, it's fine. And you go, okay, well, now let's check the work with the toys. All right?
Okay. Yeah.
Now, or they could be stuck on a 6 and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
And then you and I both know that, oh, this is when I could do Havening or I could do this. Or for as your Gris or for anybody else, and we go, do you know what? Let's get the toys out. And then you would roll the paper up. They'd help you roll the paper up. And then you still sat on the floor. All right. Or again, another thing. All right. Because there's so many different ways you can do this. Or you sit still with the paper there. You go, let's get the toys out. You do it with the toys. And then maybe you even make the change work as well again with this, and you change it on the body. It doesn't matter. In fact, if we had done the body, so you can't. There's no set way. I don't want anybody to get their knickers in a twist about, oh shit, I didn't do that. Or it's like, because you know your client and how much they might love doing the change work on the body. Kevin did, right? You might have somebody who's like drawing a light, like their body might be like this, and there might be that. But or you've got and then this and that and well, they like drawing on their body. But if you've got somebody who's just, yeah, it's like that is might not be so you have to use your intuition on it. And what we'll do tomorrow, and hopefully again we can manage to get a couple more people on, we will do the whole thing where you're doing the body and the toy. Okay, but I just wanted to make sure we got the toys in for you today, and especially as you're still recovering with this, we'll just focus on toy change.
Cool.
But I want you to see that, oh yeah, I mean, Kevin, you've been on so many of my trainings. Has every single one been different?
Yes, it has. That's why. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. No, yeah. No. I'm kidding.
Sorry, I got my piggy noise. Because,
yeah.
because every client, all the people that we're working with are different. And this is what I want people to understand, that because the work is so fluid with the people, and because you know, when I'm training 12 people, it's going to be so different to when just doing a few people. And Kevin, you've done it with various different sizes. So it's like, so you can see how different it is. And I'll always say something different because I'm continually having different clients as well. And Kevin's just had a story. Deborah, you had a story before. You know, it was fantastic. Kevin, you're gonna have to go back to the recording and listen to it. So yeah, it's phenomenal. I was waiting for Gris to come as your Gris to come back on. Have you got your toys? I better check my phone. I mean, sometimes I were with somebody once and they couldn't get back on, which was a bit.
I've actually, in addition to doing straight up sessions, I've also been doing sessions with people who just are just interested. They want to experience it. My friends Jen and Dana of the Hypnosis and Beyond podcast. I believe you've been on it.
Yeah, who was that again? Say it again.
Jen and Dana.
Oh
Yeah. Was it last week? Or yeah, last week I gave Jen a bunny talk session, and next week I'm giving Dana a session.
nice. Well, hopefully they'll take the training.
I hope so too, because I think they could both really use it, especially since Dana works with teenagers.
Yeah, I
I
know.
think that's something it would be great for her toolbox.
Mm. So get them to sign up for September.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more, the more the merrier, but they do need to do the full training because of the emotional intelligence,
Right.
it's just, it's part of it.
Mhm.
So which I know you really enjoyed, Deborah. So it's right, I don't know what she's doing. Do you know what? Just go for it. There's the recording, because otherwise we're just wasting time.
Mhm.
I like to make sure people all have a go.
Yeah, so let's have to give Deborah a chance to practice on me if she's up for it.
So
Yeah,
what
sorry.
I'd like to do is literally start with, have you got an issue you want to work with, Kevin?
Okay, so Kevin, hello.
Yes, hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Have you got an issue, Kevin, that you'd like to work on?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And just to let you know, there's no need for you to tell me what it is. That's one of the beauties about doing this. So you can just keep that to yourself. So are you okay with that idea?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What do I do next? Oh, do you have do you have anything like toys, or and if you look around yourself, anything that represents the, am I going to do represents the issue? Yeah.
Represents the issue.
For you.
Yeah, or the people involved.
All the people involved.
Yeah, like I said, you
Oh,
can't.
actually, yeah, I'll ask next. Is it a thing? Is it a situation? Broad. Sorry. So Kevin, is it a smaller thing, or is it a bigger thing? Does it involve a few people or a single person, or is it something much broader than that?
I would say maybe. Oh, that's all my toys are over here. That's why I'm looking over here.
Okay.
Um, hmm. I picked up my Freddie Mercury toy.
Oh, Freddie Mercury, brilliant. What a character he was.
Yes, he was. Very funny.
Yeah, he was. Happens to be one of my favorite singers. So that's good. Not that this is about me, of course. Let's not make it about me. All right. So am I going
Suds
to do?
level.
You're
That's
laughing.
right.
You can't feel anxiety or anything when you're laughing.
Yeah.
So when you,
If you get Kevin Moran to laugh, that's a win.
oh, that's good. Well, I don't know anything about you, Kevin, but I do know that you do
Now
have
you
a good
do.
sense of humor. That's right.
Yes.
So when you think about that situation and when you have Freddie Mercury in your hands, is there any emotions or thoughts or anything that comes to mind when you think about that situation of what Freddie Mercury represents?
Hmm. Normally he elicits positive emotions, but this is the first time I've ever picked this one up when been doing all of this.
Hmm.
I think it kind of stems from, well, I was on a podcast recently. I was Yeah, I was a guest on a podcast, and it was not my first interview, but it was my first one with a large audience. And I think that was the first time in my career where I had my first real feelings of insecurity
Mm.
in performing on the podcast because, well, it's easy for a person to second guess their performance on any podcast. Hmm. Just made me wonder if I was worthy of being on that podcast.
Okay.
Even though he would, I guess, if I wasn't worthy, he wouldn't have invited me in the first place.
Yeah. So is there anything else that comes up for you emotion wise, feelings wise, when you think about this podcast? So you've already mentioned about feeling insecurity about performing, and whether you're worthy of being there. Is there anything else?
Hmm.
Or maybe you might even want to pick up another toy if you think that
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's another one over here. Oh, oh, I picked up the pig. It's another one that I don't usually pick up. Its appearance. I've put on I've put on weight recently, especially in the last month, just because of everything that's been happening. Missing Krav Maga classes, not exercising I used to, not eating well. So, and when I was in class yesterday, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was just like, my God, not in a good way. There was a time when I did look good and my instructors would catch me looking in the mirror and it's like, really, Kevin, are you that vain? Uh,
that
we'll wreck that beautiful face of yours. But yeah, not so I guess maybe it's feelings of insecurity with my performance, but maybe there's some body insecurity as well, just because I know I've put on weight recently.
okay.
Yeah. Not sure how the two are connected, but maybe they are.
Well, it's not for me to say anything around that because this is you and how you're
Mhm,
experiencing this. And maybe there is a connection, maybe there isn't. But it's interesting that those two things have come up for you, and that's fine. We can work with that.
mhm.
So we're talking about these feelings of insecurity when you're performing, and it's like you said, whether or not you're worthy or not. And then you talked about maybe things have changed for you in terms of how you look or how you feel that you look. And you're
That's
thinking
it.
maybe, yeah, okay. Right.
I just realized there's another feeling that's associated with this, unfortunately, and it's one that comes up often with the bunny talk training. I'm not good enough.
Hmm. And what's the feeling that comes with that? Obviously, is that a thought you have, or is that an embodied sort of feeling?
It feeds off of the insecurity. It's a cycle.
Okay. All right. Claudia, what do I do next? Oh, I haven't got my ruler. Pretend I've got a ruler.
Or you could, is it smelly?
Here's a ruler. This is
Uh,
12.
I have an
This being what?
imagination.
Yeah, imagine it's got little things on, right? You've got a good imagination. So if you were to rate this out of 10, oh, sorry, out of 12, 12 being it's the worst it's ever been, one being it's nothing. Oh, sorry, zero being neutral. Where would you rate that now? When you think about it,
Let's say it's a 7.
a 7. Okay. And when you think about that thing that's a 7 and those feelings and things, and you imagine it, do you imagine it in any particular place in your body?
It's in my head and my shoulders.
And your head and your shoulders? And does it have a particular shape?
No, it just fills my head and runs throughout my shoulders, almost like yeah, it just fills my body.
Okay, so it doesn't extend outside of you, it's within your body.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay. Is there any color associated with it?
It's black. It's all black.
Is it like the blacker than black type black, or
It's just black.
just black? And is there any sound associated with that blackness with your head and shoulders?
Maybe a vibrating type sound. Very faint.
Okay. And any other movement other than that vibrating?
No, there's no movement.
And any smell associated with it?
Stinks. Like shit.
Stinks. Okay.
Ew. It's a poo.
Yeah, it's a pooey moment.
Mhm.
Okay, so are you happy with, well, not happy, but if we were to scale it again, are you still okay with that scale that you did, that you said before? So 12 being the worst it's ever been, 0 being it's okay now, and it's nothing. You're still the same, or would you like to change it at all?
That little chuckle we had brought it to a 6.
A 6, okay. Right. All right, Claudia, you're gonna have to tell me what I do next. I've forgotten.
Just follow my eye. Just follow my bunny fingers. Because you've
Okay,
already
can you
done probably anchoring in with when you were doing
with the other stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, are you okay, Kevin? Can you see my fingers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know how to do this because you're an expert at this, so this is easy for you. So
Mm-hmm.
if we just start by just thinking about that thing and just starting to let it go. That's right. That really feeling, really shitty feeling, right? Just thing, a shitty, thing. You can just let that go. Just letting that go. That's right. Just letting that go.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can fuck as well.
Fuck.
That's fine. Just let that go.
Fuck.
Fuck it, Kevin. Exactly right. Just fuck. That's right. And as you have that realization, whatever that is, just allow your wonderful unconscious mind just to take all the wisdom, take all the knowledge, all the understandings, so that you can process it in any way that's right for you. Process it in any way that is safe for you until it makes sense to you. Put it in your brain that's right for you so that it never bothers you again. That's right. Just let that fuck thing go. Just let it go. That's right. And Bunny's got it. Okay, so Kevin, I know nothing about you. So you just take a deep breath and just allow that to let go any way you choose. That's right. Now you're in a different continent to me. I assume you're in America.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Which state do you live in?
Maine.
Maine. Oh, that's supposed to be a wonderful part of the world, I hear.
No, it's very beautiful.
Lots of fishing, and are you near the ocean at all?
What's that?
Are you near the ocean at all?
Yeah, I am. About 15 minutes from the ocean.
Oh, wonderful. Do you go to the ocean frequently?
Sometimes.
Hmm. Brilliant. Okay, so if you were to just think about the thing that you were talking about before, if you were to give it a scale, remember my magic ruler, which is really a tea container? It doesn't matter, right? We can imagine anything. So 12 being terrible, 0 being it's no longer a problem. Where would you rate it now?
Maybe if Let's go
So be
with
sure.
4 point. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a 4 or 5, so let's go with 4.5.
Okay, awesome. So 4.5. All right, so what do I do now, Claudia? Do I just do it again? Okay, if you
Mhm.
just follow my hands again. So if you just follow this thing, think about and feel whatever you're feeling in relation to this problem. As it was, might not even be a problem anymore. I don't know. But as you do that, letting this just, this thing to just whatever it was, I can't even remember what it was now. But just allow, as you let it go, your unconscious mind take all of the wisdom, take all of the knowledge and all of that understanding so that you process it in a way that's right for you, Kevin. Process it in a way that's safe until it makes sense to you. So put it in your brain so that it never bothers you again as you let it go. Just let it go. Just let this go. That's right. And as Bunny's got it, put it over here. Take a breath in and a breath out. And even the way you breathe is up to you, right, Kevin? There's no right or wrong way of doing it. So earlier, Claudia asked me what my favorite Christmas movie is, and I had no idea. What's your favorite Christmas movie? Out of interest.
Die Hard. I think I wrote it when Claudia was doing
Oh,
that
Die
movie.
Hard. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Bruce Willis and all that.
Hmm.
Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. So we've got my magic flask again on a scale of 12 to, you're never going to forget this flask. It's one of those Stanley flasks, Don't know if you
Hmm.
know the brand, but they're quite expensive, ridiculously expensive. Anyway, so on a scale of 12 to 0, where would you scale this now?
4. Just moved
Oh,
it just slightly.
just slightly. Okay. Are you happy with that or you want to keep going?
I want to keep going.
Okay, so we're just going to do the same thing again. So if you just follow my fingers, allowing whatever comes up, and then just letting it go, Kevin, whenever you're ready. Because you're choosing how to do this. It's not my process, it's yours. That's right. And as you're thinking about that thing and maybe having some realizations, allow your wonderful unconscious mind to take all the wisdom, to take all the knowledge and all the understandings so that you can process this in a way that's right for you, process in a way that's safe for you until it makes sense. Put it away in your brain so that it never bothers you again. Let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. That's right. As you let it go, doing a great job. Well done. Fantastic. And Bunny's got it. And a deep breath in. And just let everything from your shoulders, just a deep breath out. A deep breath out. What am I talking about? Gobbledygook. That's right. So, do you follow any sort of football in America?
You mean international football or
I don't,
American football?
well, either. Do you do either?
Um, with I do watch American football.
Hmm.
Regular football, I do watch the World Cup, but that's the only
Oh,
thing I watch consistently.
yeah. Yeah. American football's very different to soccer,
Yeah.
I suppose. Here in
Hmm.
Australia, they have Aussie rules football, which is, don't even get me going on that. But anyway, so with my magic ruler here, 12, 0, where are you at the moment? Where are you now? That's great.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It was a 3, and with that yawn, it's a 2.
Oh, excellent.
Yawns are a tool. They definitely help
They absolutely
in a
are. The
session.
therapeutic sigh and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could be a sign that things have changed, which is great because you're doing the work, not me. So if you to look up now, look above the
And another
horizon.
positive. What?
Oh, sorry, did anything, so with that dropping, especially from going, well, whenever, any positive that's come to mind when you think about this situation that was?
Let's see. All about I am worthy.
Right. Anything else?
Nope, that's good. I
Oh,
am worthy.
you're ahead of me. Bloody hell.
Oh, I
Got to
just sat
keep up
here
with
and
you.
I thought, well, that was just brilliant. It's like
Do
I'm
it.
with you. It's just so perfect,
Yeah,
right?
it is. That's right. So if you just anchor yourself, that's right. So as you think about that, this thing that I am worthy, and it's not a thing, it's a feeling, right? The deepest core of who you are. I am worthy. I am worthy. And as you allow that wonderful unconscious mind
Keep
to
saying the word.
take
I am worthy.
all that, yeah, and I am worthy,
Yeah.
and that unconscious mind and that wisdom of I am worthy. I am worthy, Kevin. That's right. I am worthy.
I am worthy.
I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. No fucking idea why I'm doing that. I am worthy. And as you really take that on board, that idea of I am worthy, Bunny gives that to you.
When he gives you I am worthy. That's
Oh, God, sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. Like I say, the client would
First
never
time.
know. No. But
No, no, that's right.
the client would never know. So it's like, like I say, you absolutely nailed it. All right, it was brilliant, and you made it your own. You added some bits. You can't, as I say, you can't. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just how it is. It's a framework. Sometimes when I'm with my clients, I'll go off script, off that.
Yes.
And I'll say, the feeling around that event or that particular, because it's whatever I've learned from them.
From them.
And
Exactly right.
it's like you made it. That's why I just shut up. You did great. It might not be exactly how I did it. Who cares? You did it. You got the result. All right. The fact is, you did the eye movements. You got the result. Yeah.
Cool.
And then now I'll leave you to do what you're doing.
To do the thing, yeah. So, Kevin, if you just look above the horizon, I'm not sure if you can see anything on your wall, but maybe focus on something up there. And as you think about that event, that feeling, that situation, try really hard to get that feeling back. Try as hard as you can, because you're quite good at this before, right?
Yeah, he was.
You're a bit of an expert. Try really hard.
And then ask, is it there? Is it as bad?
Yeah.
It's there, but it's not tiny, almost like a grain of sand.
Oh, awesome. Grain of
Yeah.
sand. That
Yeah.
sounds like that might be a lot more manageable.
So now tell me another story.
Okay. So now, Kevin,
Mhm.
because we've got an echo in the room, tell me another story, Kevin.
Another story. Ah, all right.
Funny.
Hmm. All
Excuse me.
right, I've got 3 here. This is me.
Mm-hmm.
This little toy here. I won't get into what it is. It's Tom Servo from Mystery Science Theater 3000. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that show.
No.
Um, not important. It represents my Joker part.
Yeah, joker part. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter what I think, right? It's only what you think. So that's your joker part.
And then I always keep these two together. So
So
this
yeah.
one,
So
yeah,
just so I know,
my
you've got a
tiger friend.
tiger. Yeah, and who's
Hmm.
the other one? Was that Eeyore? No.
This is Totoro from
Who?
that Totoro. He's a character from a Japanese anime from the 80s.
Oh, it's
My
the
Neighbor
anime
Totoro.
stuff. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what it's like in America, but just about every young person I know is into anime.
Hmm.
And particularly, and this is not you, right? This is not about you, but a lot of the children that are a little bit different love anime. There's
Hmm.
something about that that they really love. Anyway, digressing. So do I just start the whole process again, Claudia?
No, just say so tell me the story, you know.
Oh, okay.
What's it? You're
Yeah,
just curious. So he's got the funny part, he's got the him, he's got the Totoro, and then he's got the tiger.
tiger.
What's going on? Tell me a different story.
Okay. So tell me a story around each one of those toys that you've got there and what that represents to you.
Okay. Um, this is just simply me. This is the toy that represents me.
Simply me. Wow.
Simply me. And this one is my Joker part. This is my sense of humor. It's what I'm known for, always cracking
Mm.
jokes. And this is basically, you know, this was a gift from another hypnotist who was in a previous training named Sheila Sack. And um, she sent this to me based on telling me about how when I worked with Claudia in March, her tiger reminded me of Sheila. And then it segued into thinking of all the other strong women colleagues that I have. But it started with her. Um, but I keep these two close to each other. In fact, all my other toys are kept in the closet, but I have both of these in my living room on my coffee
Mm.
table, and they're always next to each other.
Great.
Yeah, they're besties.
Excellent.
So again, just checking the work. How do you feel now?
Oh, sorry. So how
You've
do you,
done great. You've done great. You could just leave it there, but I always like to just say so.
yeah, finish it off. Yeah. So how do you feel now, Kevin? Having
I just feel better, like I'm in a better mood. Because did you notice when we first started, and I was just kind of like, it just seemed really downbeat and
We
not,
felt
you
really
don't see
sad.
that anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really sad. It was heavy. It was like poor. It
Hmm.
was like that sucks. It was like, oh yeah,
Mhm.
great work, Deborah. Great work, Kevin.
Well, it's about Kevin, right? It's
Yeah.
all about Kevin.
Yeah.
You
The
had
client does the work.
client does the work. You facilitated. You facilitated really well.
Yeah, that's all he can do, right? Is facilitate.
Yeah, that's
Because
it.
otherwise you can come away thinking you're rather marvelous. And really, unless the client's participating, you've got nothing, right?
We just literally. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and you're right. Actually, we aren't marvelous. The client is marvelous because they've come ready for change.
Yeah, exactly right. I totally agree with that.
And it's just how we can get as creative as possible to make it as fun as possible for the
Mhm.
change. And when we're using diagrams and fun of drawing and this and that, and because we're laughing, because it's like there's funny things going on, like a flask, and there's this, it actually, you cannot have anxiety. It just drops it all anyway, because it's all pattern interrupts.
Yeah, correct.
So to be honest, the more crazy things you have, the better. So it's like, as I say, just bringing in, that's my new toy. It's got different farts, and it's like, so it's great. Sometimes, as I say, I get my clients to wear ears. That's a pattern interrupt.
And plus, you can't take yourself so seriously when you're wearing a pair of ears, can you, really?
Yeah, and for a grown-up, they've regressed into how old?
Yeah.
So it's yeah, and it's a, you know, it's, as I say, it's a bit of attention grabbing, and it's like, yeah, it's but yeah, you did both did great. And you know what, you were vulnerable, and you were ready for that change and ready to be vulnerable there, Kevin. And that says a lot about you as a person.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, Kevin, because you don't know me from a bar of soap, as we would say in Yorkshire. So to do that with someone that you've literally met 10 minutes ago, I appreciate that.
You can
You're
see
welcome.
that, honestly, I can see how much I'm enjoying this training, can't you, Kevin? Because I've got another Yorkshire lass, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
We don't stop them. It's like the sense of humor is hilarious. So it's yeah, it's been really good fun. How has it been like? I'm doing a new training too. I've just been having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, this is why I love what I love about the bunny talks. It's fun. It's just fun.
It is, yeah, isn't it? Isn't it? It's just pure and utter, like, oh wow, oh wow. You know, it's like there's, yeah. And that's and Deborah had that with her client. You know, it's on this recording. But Deborah had a client because she sees people with schizophrenia, and
Mhm.
he managed to use his bunny to help lock up this personality that was called Cedric, that is like an entity, and he locked it up with the bunny in the control room.
The thing to say about, not, I don't want to put everyone in the same category, but often people with schizophrenia, they're very literal. So it's why you have to be careful what you say. And I was just, when I was doing that thing, I was thinking, oh, that's right. I actually said to him, like you said, the script is to put it in a part of your brain, so it no longer bothers you anymore. He literally did that. It's exactly what he did. I was like, oh, that's what he did.
Yeah, and now you're seeing it, what you
Mm.
said. Yeah. And how I mean, how phenomenal is that?
I've got another client I'm going to use it with next week. She's got horrendous PTSD. She had an accident. She's nearly been murdered twice, and she was in an abusive relationship. Blah blah blah, a whole lot of things. And she also then one of them tried to kill her. She was trapped between two vehicles. It literally sliced her in half. There was just a small amount of the spinal column, not column, the spinal cord, luckily was still intact. So she spent the next 2 years getting herself back on her feet and learning to walk again. And so she's got horrendous scars right all the way through her body. It's pretty intense. And I've been doing lots of work with her, but she said to me, I'm ready. I'm at the point now where I need to start that next process of moving forward. I'm still going to do this with her.
Do it.
And she'll enjoy the fun of it too.
Yeah, because it's a pattern
Yeah.
interrupt. It's not the
Yeah,
same.
absolutely.
It's not so serious. When
Mm,
I've seen people for severe traumas, horrendous sexual abuse,
mm,
uh,
mm.
that I don't need to hear the story again. You see, you already know the story. You know
Yes.
the feeling, and literally because she used to maul her hands. I mean, there were bloody masses,
Yeah.
and they're no longer bloody masses, to the point where when she redrew on a body, she drew nail varnish on her each finger really prettily. Took
Yeah.
time to comfort her nails. And then she came in with, and she actually then wore her engagement ring.
Mhm.
Oh, awesome.
And then there are times, Claudia, where a person may tell the story while they're drawing. You remember that?
Yes. So that's what yeah, and you get it out, and they're in their own trance.
Exactly. When I was Deborah, when I worked with Claudia in the in-person workshop, I was telling the story while in eyes open trance, drawing on the floor. So that can happen with some clients.
And you go with whatever it is.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, look, I do that with children now. I think so that because I get them to do like fear to fun. So whatever's they're fearful of, let's now make it fun. And I get them to draw, and that's exactly what I do. It's just I think I probably this has helped me put a little bit more structure around it too. And I'm, it's an open eye trance, as you say, and you're doing conversational hypnosis with them at the same time as they're drawing. So yeah, absolutely. The kids, I find that with the children, that's where I see that most. but you said it was you, Kevin, so adults too.
It's oh, hang on, let me put my, I'm on low battery. I forgot to put my thingy. Oh, I don't want to lose everybody. Okay, Kevin, you're going to do
Yes.
this on As Your Gris now.
Okay.
Because it's your turn, and then As Your Gris, you'll either do it on me or Deborah or Kevin. All right, you'll get to choose. Okay, but Kevin's going to do it on you simply because you missed a bit there, and I want you to sort of like see again how to do it. Okay. Does anybody need a break? Or are we all good? We're all good to go? Everybody happy? Right, Kevin, go do it, and then we'll have a break, and then we'll do As Your Grace, okay? Unless nobody needs one. I just don't want anybody to wet their bed or anything. Okay, so As Your Grace, can you turn the thing down a bit at all? Just
Yeah, I can only see from the neck up.
Hold on. This better.
Okay.
That's fine, because that's
Yep.
about as much as we
Yep,
can.
it's better.
Yeah.
Okay, Claudia, just to clarify, we're just doing the eye movements. We're not doing the whole thing.
Yeah, not doing the whole thing. This is just that we just want to do the toys today, and then tomorrow I'm going to tidy it all up with the whole thing so that I've
The
seen,
whole thing.
yeah, with not the diagrams, but unless Deborah wants to, you know, because at the end of the day, Deborah, it's going to be your training, okay? Because there's only you that hasn't hasn't got necessarily their certificate yet, and As Your Grace, I need to see you doing it on people as well, but I did see you doing it in person as well. Anyway, go for it, Kevin. Do you know what? You can't get this right, you can't get it wrong. Just take it away as though As Your Grace, we're just using the toys. Okay.
And even if I get it wrong, it's not like you can reach the
No, I'm
computer
here.
and smack me over the head with a newspaper. No.
I'll send my spider at you.
Okay. Agris, is there something you'd like to get rid of today?
Yeah, I think I do, yeah.
I think you do.
Well, let me think. Dullness.
Dullness. Are there any toys that you have close by to act out a story about dullness?
I think I do. Give me a second. Let me just go get it real quick.
There's lots of little wind chimes and things there.
Got it. This might be too big. This is a squishmallow.
Squishmallow.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a little about it.
Well, I think I got it like 2 years ago or something. And I think at that time I wanted to collect squishmallows, but now I don't. But I really liked parrots, and since this is like a parrot, I got it, and I kept it with me ever since. It stays by my bed.
So As Your Grace, what Kevin's going to try and do is he's doing the bunny talk process on you to get rid of that dullness. And does the parrot represent the dullness for you?
Oh no.
Right. So and it's so this is great training, right? This is great learning, because when we're with a teenager, we have to still realize that we have to be literal. So it's like literally working with a client with As Your Grace. All right. So it's so thank you for doing this with us. So Kevin, I'm going to let you take it away again, and now you know to be more just like we would, and Deborah and I have to do this. As your Grish, you're going to have to do this with your friends who come to see you for issues. We have to be specific about this because they're not quite sure where we are. Because same with all children, you know, that they'll tell you a story about what it is. What do you mean? We have to. We're adults. We know what we've come for with an issue, right? And we're also doing the training, so we know. As you're, I'll let you take it away, Kevin.
Hey, Chris, you talked about dullness. Do you have any toys close by that make you think of dullness?
No, I don't have any.
You got an object.
Do you have any
Oh,
sort of object in the room that you spot that represents it?
I guess this could sort of, it's an empty water bottle.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So this empty water bottle is about dullness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I go straight to the scale, Claudia, or what would I say to follow
So
up
when
on
you
that?
think about, so this is where we have to get as your grist to start thinking when you, because I know, because this is what I would say. You're quite right. This is difficult, right? So I
Right.
would say that's an empty water bottle. I know what an empty water bottle means to me. What does it mean to you?
Okay.
Does that help?
Okay.
and and
Yes,
and
yes, it does.
this is really the harder this is, the
Hmm.
greater the learning, right? Okay,
Right.
so the fact that that this you might need me to guide you a fair bit on here. And do you know what,
Hmm.
if I get something a little bit wonky on here, Deborah, feel free to jump in, right? Because Deborah is a psychiatrist, okay? So it's like, you know, but this is what I would now say. I'll let you repeat that.
Okay. So, Agris, this empty water bottle, what does it mean to you?
It means not having my own cup filled.
Oh,
That's just,
wow. It's not having your own cup filled. And
yeah.
how do you feel about that?
I feel angry. I feel pissed off because no matter what happens or what I try to do, it always resorts back to my cup not being completely filled and I'm numb or dulled.
So you feel this dullness and anger
Yes,
because your cup is not being filled.
yes.
Yeah. Is it okay if I get this?
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is fabulous. So what I'm hearing is that no matter what you do, so we parrot back, we mirror back, no matter what you do,
Mhm.
it doesn't seem to matter because your cup still doesn't seem filled. So literally, because she's saying so much here, and this is gold, all right?
Yeah, it is. Like I'm almost ready to go into coaching mode.
Yeah. You write it all down. Yeah.
Yeah.
You write everything down she's saying. And
Mhm.
when you're, you know, and then you go into and has that all got a sound, a smell?
Mhm.
Has it got a color to it? You mentioned dullness
Mhm.
and anger. What else is there?
Mhm.
Tell me more, or just tell me more.
So this dullness and anger with your cup not being full, tell me more about that.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
what's specific about it? Like,
Does it have
the
a color?
uh, color?
Yeah.
I would gray.
Gray. Okay. Does it have a sound?
Um, I don't think there's a sound, no.
There's no sound. Does it have a smell?
No smell either.
No smell. Do you notice anything else about this dullness and anger with the cup not being full?
It's just irritation and disappointment.
Irritation, disappointment. Okay. So all of these feelings of disappointment, anger, frustration, on a scale of 0, that's not there, and 12 is it's the most intense that it could be. Where would you put that on your scale?
6.
A 6. Do you think you can get it any higher?
No, I don't think I can.
Okay. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and have you focus on these 2 fingers right here and keep your head still. Oh, no, we don't want you doing that. Go ahead
Oh,
and put your hand down. It's okay. So I'm gonna have you focus on the spot right here with my 2 fingers. Keep your head still. And we're gonna have your eyes move from side to side as you follow these fingers. Now, even if you can't see these fingers, I need you to have your eyes go all the way to the left and all the way to the right, okay?
okay.
Okay. That's right. And just take allowing your wonderful unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding from that feeling to allow you to process it in a way that is safe and right for you. Well done. Good job. And placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. Good job. Well done. You're doing great. Good job. Well done. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Good job. Well done. Good, 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 good. Good. Mine's got it.
Mm.
What's your favorite? Oh, deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And what's your favorite jungle animal?
Jungle animal. Any jungle. No, maybe any kind of bird that lives in the jungle.
Any kind of bird that lives in the jungle. Perhaps something colorful, maybe?
Yeah.
Something pretty. Yeah, like maybe toucan or something like that.
Oh
Fruit
yeah,
Loops.
toucans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you on that scale now?
4.
A 4. Okay. Do you think we can get it down lower?
I don't.
Do
I'm
it.
not.
Do you want to find out? We should find out. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have you follow this with your eyes again. That's right. And just take the allowing of your wonderful unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding that is safe, so and right for you from that feeling to allow you to process it in a way that is safe and right for you. That's right. Well done. And placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. Good job. Well done. That's right. That's right. Good job. You're doing great. Keep watching. That's right. Good. Well done. You're doing great. In the right place in your brain. You got this. That's right. Good. 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 Mine's got it. Deep breath in your nose. And out through your mouth. Do you have a favorite flower?
Um, I'll go with something like white roses.
Oh, white roses. I love white roses. Can you imagine the smell of that white rose? What a rose smells like?
Uh, Some kind of like lemon scent on
A lemon scent. Do you like that lemon scent?
it.
Lemon scent coming from the white rose?
I mean, I think because we actually have them here and
Yeah.
they kind of remind me of lemons. So yeah, I do like the
Oh,
scent.
that's so cool. Yeah, get a hold of some of those white roses that smell like lemons. So, where are you on that scale now?
I think the same as before.
Interesting. Okay. Would you like to try again? Let's try again one more time. How do you like that?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm going to have you follow these fingers again with your eyes. And even if you can't see my hand, have your eyes go all the way to the left and all the way to the right, okay?
Okay.
That's right. And just allowing your unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding to process it in a way that is safe and right for you. Well done. And placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. Good job. Well done. That's right. Keep watching. Good, good. You're doing great. Keep going. That's right. You got it. You've got this. That's right. Good job. Good job. That's right. Good job. You've got this. That's right. Good, good. That's right. That's right. You've got this. You're doing it. Good job. Good job. And mine's got it. Deep breath through your nose and out through the mouth. And what did you have for breakfast this morning?
Oh, I didn't have breakfast. Well, for lunch I had Subway.
You had Subway. What did you have from Subway?
I had a hot honey sandwich, something.
A hot honey sandwich. You like hot honey sandwiches?
I mean, it was my first time trying it. It had pepperoni. I was like, you know what? Why not? It sounds delicious.
It's always good to try new things. And
Hmm.
where are you on that scale now?
Um, two.
2. Excellent. Wonderful. So good that you've made that progress. Do you think you can get it down any lower, or are you happy where you are?
I'm happy where it is.
You're happy where it is. Okay. Is there something that you would want a feeling to have?
Okay, I'm just going to stop there a minute,
Oh,
right?
sorry.
Because this is great learning, all right? So when I'm with a client, I'm in charge, all right? Just so that you all know. Of course I am. And so are you, all right? So I don't ever, I must admit, and maybe I ought to, I don't know, but you do you. But I actually don't ever say, would you like to try and get it lower? I go, let's see what we can do. Let's see. I don't put the onus on the client to, am I okay? Because they're coming to me for change. So I'm in charge. All right. So I say, you know, when Gris was like 6 or 4, you know, shall we see if we can get this? No, let's get it. Okay, let's see what we can get it down to. It's like you're in control, Kevin. Let's see what. That's how I do it. You know, but people might say, well, I'm authoritarian. And I did have this. Connie Jo Holmes, was it her or somebody else said to me, "Oh gosh, you really take charge with your clients." I was doing some eye movements with them, and I went, "Yeah," because I'm the boss, right? I'm the one that's going to make the change with you. I'm going to guide you through it, but I'm not. But that might just be me. I am not very passive as a person. All right. I mean, I'm very gentle and loving, of course, but I'm not. When I'm actually right, let's get this shit. Yeah, let's get this poop. That's the way I like to do it. But I don't want to make somebody not work the way they would work. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So even in that moment, something felt off with what I was saying, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And then you said that, and I'm like, that's it. So I thank you for pointing that out.
Okay. And but it's a learning, right? Okay. So it's so then I would say to Gris, okay, so you got it down to a 2, and I would be just a bit more. So what did you come in with? Did you come in with a positive? You know, it's just the way I am. It's more not like, would you like to come in with a you know, it's literally, I'm just a little bit more gun ho, if you like. Do you use that word in America? I don't know. But it's like, what are you thinking here, Deborah? As I'm saying this,
I'm just saying is if someone's come from more of a counselling background, then that's what they'll go with because they're taught not to do the therapist led. But what you're talking is being more therapist led. But obviously, there's other times when you're client led too. You know, you've talked about being client centered as well. But that's what I'm thinking. It depends on what the training is, and you can get criticized like that. I have a model that is very therapist led. And you're leading a client in a particular direction so that you can get them to where you want them to be, so you can then work with that. But in the counselling world, that's sort of a bit of a no-no. So I'm just wondering if maybe some of the criticisms you've had is maybe because that's been people's training. That's my thoughts.
So what? I'm not sure what you mean.
So when you said somebody said that you're much more direct.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So if someone's had a counselling background training, they will try and tend not to do that because the questioning that you would do is much more, what would you like to do? How is that for you? You know, it's this idea that the client has all the resources they need, which technically they do, but sometimes they need a bit of help, right? So you're doing what we would call much more of a therapist-led as part of this therapist-led model, where you're helping the client get to where they want to be. Like you said, they've come to you, they've paid, and they want something to happen. So I'm agreement with you.
That's interesting. Thank you for clarifying that. So counselling the actual therapist. But again, it's like I don't want to make other people not be authentic.
Correct.
In the training. So, but that's just how I do it. So, but it's just it's an observation, Kevin, that this is what would probably move somebody on a lot quicker.
I agree.
Okay, so that's why and this is why it's so useful to have these trainings and have other points of view. So thank you for clarifying that, Deborah. So I would but that's how I work, and I think it sounds like it would probably fit in better with you as well, Kevin, just to because otherwise I'm just to me, I call it mamby-pamby. You know, it's like, what would you like to do now? It's like way too simple.
Yeah, that's not you at all, Claudia.
Well, to be honest, Claudia, that's why people can end up seeing counselors for years. Because that is it's a very different approach. This is why I like what you're doing. It's a very, well, it's not just the therapist is active, obviously the client is too, but you are leading the process all the way through. But that will be a criticism of other people who use other models. But that's why there's over 600 different ways of doing this work, right?
There is.
So it's not good or bad, right or wrong. It's just people will make criticisms sometimes or negative observations because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so, but I am let's get this sorted. And I take charge of the client, because in my opinion, otherwise the client will start to take charge of the session, and it's shit. I just think it's just shit then. So I'm not saying that was shit. I'm just saying that if that happens, if you're just too, what should we do now? What should we, what do you want? Did you, just too nice? I'm quite clearly not nice. There you go. I'm one of the tigers, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're totally not nice, Claudia. I thought I was a good bunny talk practitioner, but tonight you've proven me wrong. Thank you.
I know. So send Kevin back to his pig and his thing. But you are good. It's just that bit.
Yeah, okay. I do. I appreciate that. So thank you.
So I wouldn't be surprised if you were feeling more gentle with Azure Gris, because she's not an adult and she's a teenager. So I'm sensing that that's why you were possibly a little bit more kind.
This is actually my first time doing it with a teenager, so this is new ground for me, and I'm glad I showed up tonight for this reason.
Yeah. So it's so I got that sense that you were being a little bit more gentle than I'd seen you before, but the fact is that this is great learning for us. You see, we learn so much more, don't we? We just do. Do we not? So now I would also, and also for both of you and all three of you, when I do it, and it is in the thing, my first set of passes is not the words. And I know you didn't do that, Deborah, either, but it was just like you were so fluid and you were so in the zone with him. I shut up, right? But my first set of passes is literally just following the bunny and let it go. And make the noises. And if they don't make the noises, make them for them. They will eventually join in or not, but it doesn't matter. You're giving them permission to. And I have done this sometimes, and oh my gosh, it's like I thought my husband was going to come down, because sometimes they've just screamed, and so it gives them permission that if they need to, yeah. And Kevin, you were going, fuck, like let it go, and it's like great, okay, and it's just like let it go, let it go, let it go, and it gives somebody permission to do that. So that's my first set. Plus you say good, 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 well done. They may never have heard that or not heard it for a while, okay, so that's my first set. Then after that is the words, all right. So it's just so that all right, just and I'm just saying it. You're all doing brilliant. So Kevin, I'll let you now ask Azul, did you come in with a positive? Not would you like to think of a nice part? No, did you come in with a
okay? Did you come in with a positive?
No, I didn't.
Do it again. Then fine. Let's do it again.
Then fine. Let's do it again. So
okay.
Okay. So keep your head still. Follow this bunny right here, all the way to the left and all the way to the right.
Okay.
That's right. Just following the bunny, letting it all go. Just right. Letting it all go. Do whatever you need to do. That's right. Just right. Just letting it all go. That's right. And just allowing your unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding to process it in a way that is safe and right for you. Let it all go. Just let it out. All those negative feelings, just let it all go. All of that anger, frustration, just let it out. Let it out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And then placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. That's right. Let it go. Let it go. You can do it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Bonnie's got it. Deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And what is your favorite subject in school?
History.
History. What's your favorite subject in history? Is there like a certain time period or a certain thing you like?
I mean, I don't have a specific time period, more as in like the concept of history as to why are
Uh-huh.
things the way they are today.
Awesome. I love it. And that feeling that you had, where is it now on your scale?
Um, 3.
3. Okay. Why don't we get it down lower? Let's get
All
it
right.
down lower. Okay. So
Okay.
we're gonna have you follow the bunny again.
Hold on, I need to charge my. Give me a sec.
Okay.
And then I also often say, and see if something positive comes into your mind now.
Mhm.
All right, because 3, she's in the sand, which is great.
Okay.
Let's see. You did absolutely brilliant there. Yes, let's see.
Yeah.
Get it down.
Yep.
Took
Okay. You
charge.
did.
See how you took
Okay.
charge.
Yep. You did absolutely brilliant with that. Did a positive thing come into your mind?
No.
No. Okay. So we'll do this again. Just follow the bunny with your eyes. That's right. Just let it all go. Following the bunny with your eyes, let it all go. And as you just let it go, you can allow your wonderful unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding that is safe and right, processing it in a way that is safe and right for you. Let it go, and then placing it. That's right. Great. Good job. And then placing it in that part of your brain, the right part, so that it never bothers you again. That's right. Good job. Good job. Letting go. Just letting go of that feeling, all those negative feelings. Just let it go. Let it go. You can do this. Let it go. That's it. Good job. Good job. Bunny's got it. Deep breath through your nose. And out through your mouth. What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Strawberry.
Ah, that's my favorite too. And where are you on your scale now?
2.
2? Let's do it again.
Or did you
Okay.
But first, did a positive feeling come into your mind?
Excitement.
Excitement. Ooh, I love it. And would you like some more of that excitement? Yes, you
Yes.
would. I knew
Yes.
you'd say that. All right, so now we're gonna have you bring the bunny out. Do it with thumb
One or
and
both?
forefinger. Yeah, both thumbs and
Okay.
forefingers, both hands. Yeah. Yep, just like that, and have them firmly together. Perfect. And just keep them there. I'm gonna have you follow the bunny with your eyes again. That's right. Excitement. Excitement. Good excitement. 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 Bunny gives you excitement. And you can release that. Really, you can release your hands and let go. That's right. How do you feel? Oh, and take a look at the spot somewhere above you. Maybe there's a spot on the wall. And try to find that feeling that you had before.
I don't feel much of it now.
You don't feel much of it now. Really look at that spot again and really try to get it back.
Maybe a little bit came back.
Maybe a little bit came back.
So tell me, so then
Okay.
so then you would get. So is it a different word? Is it a different? It's like.
Is it, okay.
Just tell me more.
Is it and is it a different word from before, or is it the same?
Anger.
Anger. Okay. Do you want? Should I scale it, audio, Claudia?
We will, yeah, we'll work with Azil's anger to later on or tomorrow.
Okay.
But right now, how are you feeling with that process, Azil Grace?
I mean, it's going mainly all right for me, but since he said to, try to see if it would come back, it did come back.
Okay, how much? Okay, so now scale it, and Deborah, you give it a go. We may as well work on Azil Grace. Literally, you keep practicing, and we'll make sure that Azil Grace has a go soon. Okay.
And this
Kevin, you
anger,
want to keep doing it.
what's that?
do.
Oh, you mean hand it off to Deborah. Sorry.
No. Do you want to keep doing it? I think
I mean, I
then do it.
would, but I'd also
No,
want
you do
Deborah
it
to
then.
have a
You
chance.
do it. No.
Okay,
Deborah's fine with it.
I'm on a mission now.
Hmm.
This feeling of anger, where is it on the scale now?
8.
Really? Okay. We're going to get rid of that anger right now. You follow that right there? You can follow the bunny with your eyes. That's right. Let it go. We're going to let go of that anger. Just let it out. It's okay. Let it out. Let it out. And just shake it. Shake it. Keep following it with your eyes. Just let it go. Let it go. You can do it. Just let it go. It's just that easy. Just that easy to just let it go. 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 And processing it in a way that is safe and right for you with that wonderful unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding to process it in your brain and placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. Let it go. Keep letting it out. Whatever's there, let it out. It's okay. Just go for it. Just go for it. You can do this. You're awesome. Just go for it. And placing it. That's right. That's right. Good job. Good. Bunny's got it. Deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And what's your favorite pizza topping?
Besides pepperoni, I like bacon.
Ah, yeah, me too. I had bacon on pizza just the other day. Where is it on that scale now?
7.
7. Okay. We're going to do it again. And watch the bunny with your eyes. Okay, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You can exhale, you can groan, you can grunt. whatever it takes, that feeling of anger, just let it out of your body. Let it out of your unconscious mind, out of your brain. Just let it go. Following the bunny, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's let it go. Let it go. You can do this. You can even shake your arms. You can even shake your arms, shake your body. Whatever you do to just let it go. Any movement, say anything, say whatever comes out. Whatever comes out of your mouth, it's okay. It's perfectly okay to just let it all go. Let it out. Whatever you need to do, just let it out. Let it out. You can do it. You can do this. You've got it. I believe in you. You can do this. That's right. That's right. Just let it go. Following the bunny as you let it go. That's right. Just follow the bunny and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And just allowing your wonderful unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding that is from that event or feeling to allow you to process it in a way that is safe and right for you. Anything else you've got in there, you got to let it go. You're going to let it go now. Let it go. Just let it go. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. That's it. Yeah, you're doing it. Great job. Good job. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. You've got this. You've got this. And placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. Let it go. Whatever you've got left, get it. Go. You can do this. Let it go. Let it go. Bunny's got it. Deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. What is your favorite food?
I like chicken.
Like
Just
chicken.
any kind of chicken. Not
Just
fried chicken.
right. Just like chicken, not fried chicken. Wonderful. And how about now?
5.
5. Wonderful. We're making great progress. Let's do it again. Have you follow the bunny right here? Follow it with your eyes, and we're going to let it all go this time. We're going to really let it go this time. That's right. Following the bunny. Ah, just let it go. Ah, let it go. You got this. That's right. Let it go. Let it go. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Do whatever you need to do to get it out of your system. That's right. Anything, whatever it takes. You can do no wrong. Whatever you do is the right way to just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's right. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's right. And just allowing your wonderful unconscious mind to take all the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding to process it in a way that is safe and right for you. And the allow you to, excuse me, and placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. Whatever you've got in there, you can do it. You can let it go. Just let it go. Let it all go. Let it go. Let it go. You can do this. You can do this. Come on. You can do it. Let it go. That's right. Shake it off. Whatever movements, wherever you feel it in your body, shake it off. Do whatever it has to do to just get rid of it. Get rid of all of it. Let it go. Let it go. Good, 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 good. Mine's got it. Deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. That's right. Good job. And what city would you like to visit someday?
I don't know a particular city, but I know a state, California.
You want to visit California? Oh, it's a very
Yeah.
beautiful state. Wow, awesome. So tell me, where is it now?
Uh, 4.
Good, good. That is progress that we're making. We're going to do it again. Okay, so really watch the bunny, and we're going to really let it go this time. Follow it with your eyes. That's right. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. That's right. That's right. Shake it off. Shake it off. Whatever you need to do to let go of that anger, let it go. Let go of that anger. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Shake it off. Let go. Let go. Just let it go. Let it go. It's so easy to just let it go. That's right. And just allow your wonderful unconscious mind to get rid of that anger, to take all of the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding of that event or that anger, and allow you to process that anger in a way that is safe and right for you. Well done. Let it go. Keep letting it go. Let it go. You got this. You got this. You've got this. Believe it will happen, and it will happen. That's right. Good job. Placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. That's right. That's right. Keep focusing on the bunny. Just let it go. Believe it'll happen, will happen. Let go of it. Let go of it. Let go of that anger. Just let it go. Let it go. You're doing good. Well, oh, amazing. You are doing absolutely fantastic. That's right. That's right. You're doing it. You're doing it. Good job. Good job. Let it go. Come on. You're almost there. You've got it. You've got it. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. Let it go. It's so easy. Just letting go of that anger. Just get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get good, good. Get rid of it. Nice, got it. Deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. What is your favorite color?
Oh, it's in my name, just blue. I
That's
like
right.
blue.
Blue. I love it. That's my favorite color too. And where is it now?
1.
1. Awesome. That is great. Is there a positive feeling that you came in with?
Hmm. No, I don't think
No.
so.
Okay.
Do it again.
Okay.
Do,
So we're
to
gonna do this.
take your arm, you
Uh-huh.
don't need to do. So I generally probably do about 20 to 40 passes as I'm saying it, and you can do it slower because your arm is going to fall off. If
Yeah, my shoulder's already getting sore. I
yeah,
was gonna switch hands.
yeah, and you don't need to use so much, so many words.
Okay.
It's like just keep it to like 20 passes. Then it's like and the words, taking the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding, so you can process it in a way that is safe and right for you.
Okay.
Putting it in the right place in your brain so that it never needs to bother you again. Taking the
Okay.
wisdom, the learning, and the knowledge and the understanding, so that you can. You see, I'm doing emphasis on different words.
Yeah.
You can process it's her it in a way that is safe and right for you. It's all you need
Okay.
to say, because
Okay.
otherwise the brain might be taking in too much. I mean, saying that, you can keep saying, yeah, good, let it go, because you've said those already in the first
Yeah.
phase.
Okay.
Not start adding too much in. The
Sorry, I was getting kind of in the moment, kind of getting
Oh, you could see
theatrical.
you were in the zone. You were in your own hypnosis zone then of of the bunny talk. That's why. But your arm will fall off.
Yeah.
Well, it might not, but it'll get tired. You'll
Get
get
a
like
bionic arm.
because I do this so much. I've got, it's like, right.
All right. So it's still a 1. Follow this again. That's right. And just allowing your wonderful unconscious mind to take all that wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding of that feeling or event and process it in a way that is safe and right for you. Well done. And placing it in the right place in your brain so that it never bothers you again. You can let this feeling go. You can do it. You can do it. Well done. Good job. Good job. Nice, got it. Deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. And what is
Favorite Christmas movie?
what's that?
Ask Azul Gris what a favorite Christmas movie is.
Oh, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
I think Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2. Okay, excellent. And where are you on your scale now?
It's the same as before, but I found a word.
Yes, what is it?
Relief.
Relief. I love it. So go ahead and bring your fingers up here again, like the 2 bunnies we had earlier. There we go. And as you're doing that, I'm going to follow the bunny again with your eyes. Relief, 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 relief,
Can say it normally
relief.
as well.
Bunny gives you relief. Sorry, I kind of got it.
I know you got it. It's all right.
Sorry.
Just do it again. Just give it back to her. Bunny gives you relief.
Well, I did say, but Bunny gives you relief.
Oh, I thought you're taking it out by accident, but
No.
I
I gave her
see.
relief.
You were doing funny.
Yeah.
You mean your funny voices?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Sorry, I was distracted by the funny voices Kevin was making.
Ringing in my ears. Try and you know what to say now.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and take a look at a spot on the wall above you. Any spot. And try to get that feeling back.
Try and feel the feeling you used to feel.
And try to feel the feeling that you used to feel.
Is it as bad?
Is it as bad?
No.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Now tell me a different story with the toys.
And now tell me a different story with the toys.
I mean, like,
Or any objects that you see.
I always, if it's almost anything, I see an instrument nearby, and that kind of reminds me of the time that I enjoyed playing piano.
Ah, wonderful. So this piano, the joy that you have feeling of playing the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how do you feel about that?
It brings nostalgia back because that was a hobby that I really enjoyed because it was music.
It's a hobby you really enjoyed because it was music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's you're right, this is tricky one, because actually what we it's like, so as your grist is now going into something else, she's peeling another onion layer off, all right, which
Mhm.
we will then have to deal with tomorrow, all right.
Okay.
But what we're looking for as your grist is like, because you've got your positive parrot there, right?
Yeah.
And but that was, and you used the words, we had relief, and what was the other word, Kevin, that you anchored in?
It was excitement.
Excitement. Okay, so tell me, is there anything, is there a story around there that you can, any animals or any toys that can tell us a good story around excitement and relief?
Well, I don't have the toy with me right now, but I remember it can be any memory or any story, so long as it revolves around excitement.
Well, it not really. What we're looking at is just that, because we needed you to have the toys kind of like around you. So when you've seen us doing it, you've watched us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you watched it in the in-person. So we were like saying we were doing a story. Tell me a story, and it's like, before you had the empty bottle. So which to you said felt dullness, and no matter what you did, it couldn't feel full. So it was like, and then it went into anger, right? And then it was like, Kevin cleared the feeling of anger. Now it's like, so what have you got that can tell us a good story? Tell us a better story that you have with things around you, instead of the empty bottle, basically. All right. Is there anything around you that can tell us a better story for you? Because you came up with two really nice positive words: excitement and relief, especially the word
Um,
excitement. Beautiful. You got anything around you that can that you could act out a positive story for you?
sure, let me go find it.
You did great, Kevin. It's hard when you with I mean, plus when they've gone, we've got onion layers here. I mean, it's
Yeah.
big for us. We've got this.
Yes.
Do you see what I mean?
Thank you. Yeah, I do. Thank you.
Because this is real.
Does it have to be a toy?
No,
Nope.
not at all. Because you had the bottle before. That wasn't a toy. Not unless you
Mhm.
pour it on someone.
Okay, because I think I found something. So, when I was younger, I participated in chess tournaments a lot in elementary school. And one of the most exciting tournaments that I had was when I got third place in a chess tournament with my team, in which I won all of the matches that I got. And I never really lost except for a draw, like a stalemate in the game. And I remember that I was really happy when my name was called to step up to the podium and receive my award.
And that's brilliant. Okay, so have you ever anchored that in when we've done all the anchoring things?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you did. Yeah. So you anchored in that as a good positive when we've done anchoring. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Okay. So now so as your grist has got something here to tell us a good story. So how does that go in for your future moving forward? Tell us a good story. That feel.
Hmm. Hmm.
Can you bring that into your future?
About like, yeah, I mean, I worked hard for this, and it made me happy to accomplish something. And so like to put better effort into what I want to do, so I can feel that excitement again, so I can have my cup full. Does that
Okay.
count?
That's brilliant. Okay, so what I'm hearing is I would probably do some goal setting now with as your Gris, and when you have won something, when you have achieved, so this is actually a complete side thing that I do with people, especially teenagers or people who want to set goals, is tell me three three things that you've achieved, that you've really proud of, that you've already achieved at, and then tell me the qualities that you had to get that way. All right, and you've mentioned some right now, right? And you've said work hard, you said you had to, yeah, on all those good things. Okay, so I'm just telling it very briefly. Then I also asked people three things that they failed at. It's not very nice, is it? But I want to know three things people have failed at, and what led that to that. Well, I didn't work hard. I was lazy. I didn't get up. I was just eating badly. I was doing this. I didn't do. It's all the opposites, right? I'm not getting up early, or I'm doing. It's like, and that led potentially to those failures. So we then know. So it's like, so what are you noticing? Oh, that when I do this, this happens. But when I do this, I feel like this. So now what are you noticing? And then it's about getting people to just go, oh, so I need to do this. So what do you need to do? Your micro goals every day, which is generally listening to a meditation recording, going for a walk every day, writing out, think gratefulness, da, 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 da. And then they gradually get back to their goals, and then they get to their short-term goal because they did that. But that's what I would tend to now do with As Your Gris, because she's just mentioned something where she won, and she had some solutions there, didn't you? Hello. I don't know if she can hear.
Sorry, it was
Yeah, you came up with. Does that make sense, Kevin?
Yeah, it does.
Really tricky, really tricky. But As Your Grace, I think tomorrow we need to work with that feeling of nostalgia, because I think there's some sadness there.
Yeah, there is
a lot of sadness.
Mhm.
Okay. So we would probably, so yeah, and I know there is sadness, because I know you and your mum, so it's like I know there's a loss. All right. And there's a huge sadness there. There's a huge void. Yeah. So you did good. And well done. Thank you. As Your Gris, do you feel like doing this on somebody now?
Not as much, because, well, that whole long process. I don't.
That's fine. You
I
can do
know
it
stuff.
tomorrow. Would that feel better? So
Yeah.
we'll get you to go first tomorrow. All right. So what we're going to do now is, so Deborah, I'm going to get you to go again, say on me. Kevin, you had like a marathon session just then. So now
I am spent at the moment.
So let's go have a quick toilet break, get a drink, and then Deborah. And As Your Grace, I want you to go through all your notes as you're doing this. Make notes so that you can, because tomorrow you'll go first, on with the whole process on whoever shows up. Because there seems to be different American people coming on every time. Deborah's meeting all these new people, which is fine. It's great because it's all different issues, right? And And Deborah's a seasoned therapist anyway, so she knows what she's doing. So I'm going to get Deborah, I'm going to get you to do it on me. Kevin, I know you must be spent, all right? And then as your grace, you can, because you've just had it and it was probably quite emotional for you, all right? See you in like 3 minutes or whatever, how long it takes. All right, see you soon, guys. Oh, I need to walk. Oh,
Oh, I gotta tell you, needed that 3 minute break. I'm better now than I was 5 minutes ago.
yeah, just needed to.
We, it was not only was it a marathon session, I am pretty sure I absorbed some of that energy from her because I felt like shit 5 minutes ago. And then we took the break and I was able to get up and just shake it off. And I'm still tired, but at least I don't feel blah anymore. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Seriously, it's like that's why, I don't care, even if it's like, even if it's psychosomatic, right?
Mhm.
I'll send you some sage.
Yeah.
Even if it
It
does,
comes with the territory. This is the work we do.
it does, but there's a lot of sadness there.
Yeah.
So and yeah, so
Thank you.
I'm lighting some sage for okay. I got a big cigar here. That's for who is it?
Groucho Marx. Yeah, exactly.
Um Yeah. Anyway, there you go. I'm sending you that just to clear your energy, Kevin. There you go.
Thank you.
It's all right.
There was I was in an Enter the Loop meeting the other day, and I was talking about the stuff that's been going on. And then, like 5 minutes later, I'm cracking jokes. And one of these things that happens, we have different parts that'll pop up in any moment, like which Kevin is going to show up in the next minute. And it brings me back to, do you remember there was a cartoon called Futurama? It's by the same guy who made The
Oh yeah,
Simpsons. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
There was this one episode where they had a character that was a robot that was a parody of Hawkeye from MASH. And he had a switch on him that had two settings, irreverent and melancholy. And so he would just randomly switch it back and forth between both of those. Like, this isn't a war, it's a murder. Click. This isn't a war, it's a moiter. It was,
Yeah, isn't it interesting how they knew all the and it's true. I mean, well, obviously because there's been Freud and Jung and what have you. But this whole parts thing, we've been around. That people have always said, look at Jekyll and Hyde. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like people always say, oh, there's he is like a Jekyll and Hyde, and it's like, oh, what's that? So it's like, and it's true, we can have so many different parts of us. So anyway, any questions on any of that before we move on? Do you feel better now as your Grace for moving around?
Yeah, a bit better. I got mini donuts. So.
Okay.
Mm.
And Deborah, any questions?
No, but if I'm not that it's right or wrong, but if you can just let me know if I'm going a bit wonky donkey, that would be good.
Do you know what? I will. So I'm just going to do a really quick recap. Okay. So ask me, is there an issue? And you know what? That there is. Okay. It's not a massive one. This one that I'm going to bring. But I'm still giving it permission to piss me off. And it's and since the end of April, which is that's too long for me, to be honest. It's kind of like a bit upsetting. But because it was just like unnecessary. And then so find out, do I have a story to represent it? I actually do. So that's pretty cool. Do I have any toys that can, that I can play it out with? Where am I on that scale? What am I feeling? And then just, you know what? Let's just get rid of it. But do one swipe first. Let it go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Do that for 20 or 40. Then ask me where I am on the scale. Then go back to it, taking the wisdom, the knowledge, and then let it go. Then check. And then if I get down, notice if you're coming in with a positive. Notice what words you're coming in with. And we'll see where we go from there. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I've got. Just capping. So is there an issue? Tie that represents it. Then I do bunny with noises. And then I was going to do the color shape, blah, blah, blah. Then the bunny with the piece that you would normally do about wisdom, then a break state, then rating it. Then again, on the breath, I forgot about that too. And then you just keep doing that until you get to a point where it's down low. And then anything positive or different feeling or neutral. And then anchor that in. Then tell me a different story with the toys and you did the whole future pacing as well about future moving forward.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. You see, when I do the hypnosis bit at the end with all my clients, I do the future pacing. There is a script in the manual.
Okay.
Which is again future pacing. It's like you're running a good movie through your head, because we are the movies we play in our heads. So
Yeah,
always
sure.
a very good movie. So no matter what, if you've not managed to do so, that hypnosis can take you 7 minutes.
Mhm.
All right. And it can be guided meditation if you're a therapist, if you're a teacher, if you're a whatever. It's you don't need to be to do mindfulness. You don't need to be qualified.
Cool. All right. So, Claudia, is there an issue that comes to mind?
Yes.
Okay. And is there a toy or toys that can represent what that is for you?
Yes. So that is my friend. She's an older friend. She's a neighbor, and I was she asked me to look after her horses and her goats, but I was away, so I said I couldn't. And so my husband was going to, and I thought she was going to tell him to do it because I was just too busy to tell her. She's got his number. He's done it before for her, and she didn't contact him. And she obviously thought I was, but I was way too busy. I couldn't. I was away in Las Vegas. I was doing shit. Hardly spoke to him myself, and anyway, I get a message. So that's me, because I was away doing stuff and learning and doing my bunny talk. And I'm telling a bit of the story really, but
All right.
she upset me because I got a message from her saying, I think we got our wires crossed. Nothing's been done in the barn. The horses and the goats weren't fed for the weekend. So my little bunny was very sad because I felt terrible because the horses and the no water, no nothing. She's pissed off with me, but it's like there were her horses and goats. She should have checked with my husband. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like I told her I couldn't do it, and that but he was available, and I told my husband, I said she'll be in touch with you, and she never was. I must admit he could have asked as well, but do you know what? I'm out the pic. And do you know what? Who's upset? Muggins here. She's very black and white. She's a real New Yorker. She will just you know, and it's really sad because I used to love doing the horses and the goats. So
Okay.
sad. Because it's like
All right. So if you were to, is there any, where do you feel that in your body?
here, all down here.
Yeah. And if to give it a color, is there a color?
Poo.
Features a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And if there was a shape, is there any shape?
Yeah, it's kind of like heavy, lumpy.
Yeah. Heavy, lumpy. And is there any movement to that?
It's like a dead weight. It feels really pressure and heavy on here, and it's like really, it's like it you know, it's like I took response. I said I'm, you know, well, I didn't say I'm sorry. I just because actually I ain't got anything to be sorry for. So, but I'm also like, why can't she take responsibility? They're her freaking animals, you know. And anytime I've ever looked after them before, she's got, can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it? Nothing this time. Nothing. So it was like, and she did that to my husband before. Can you do it? And it's like he got nothing. So she just made this so it's like, so I'm just, do you know what? I'm a little bit heartbroken because of just like, it's just a loss because I really liked her. She came to our house for Christmas because her husband had died. I invited her for Christmas Day for lunch. You know, it's sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, and then the other day we were walking the dog, went past a place because she's only up the road, and I go past the house every day because I ride my bike up there. And she had somebody else feeding a goat. She was away again. She had somebody else doing it. So it was like,
That shitty feeling, right?
thank you. It's a shitty feeling. It's a really fucking shitty feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, and that's her, and that's me. And I'm like, and I got a little sad bunny.
Okay. And if you were to, if you were to rate it out of 12, 12 being terrible,
Yeah, do you know what?
horrible,
I do. I feel like a 9.
a 9.
Mm.
Okay. All right. So you see my fingers? Yeah. Just follow your with your eyes, keeping your head still, as far across to the left and as far across the right as you can. Okay. So you just follow the little bunny with his little ears. And notice the ears are up and they're not down, they're up, right? That's right. And just let that go. Just that horrible, shitty, bloody feeling that a bit like diarrhea, right? I don't know if you've seen a horse having diarrhea, but it's quite impressive. So just let that shitty feeling go. Just let it go. That's right. Just let it go. You're doing a great job. Just let it go, Claudia. So all that shit, you can just shake off that shit because it's not your shit to keep, right? Someone else's shit. And it's certainly a big bag of horse shit. So you can just let that go. That's right. Let it go. Doing a great job. Just let it all go. Just letting it go serves no purpose. That's right. You don't want to be wallowing around in a big bag of shit. That's not good. So just let the whole thing go. And as you let it go, maybe taking a different perception or just a deep breath, just let the whole thing go. That's right. I was trying to do a horse. Can't do that. But just let that whole fucking, excuse me, didn't mean to swear, shitty thing go. That's right. Excellent. And Buddy's got it. Just let that go. And just take a deep breath or any way you choose. And just again, let it go. Let it out. So you're a horse rider. Do you ride horses?
My daughter did. No, I always seem to fall off. I love.
Oh,
I'm very good at falling off them. My daughter did. I just always adored horses. My daughter's a good horse rider, and she
ah,
did a pony in England, in Yorkshire, uh,
yes.
called Goldie Palomino.
Oh, cute.
It was really mine, but
Oh,
didn't.
bless.
It was hers, but it was really mine. It's like because I always wanted a pony. I always wanted one when I was little, so I got.
Isn't it always like that with the mothers and the daughters? It's really theirs. I don't know.
I did
Uh,
ride it. I've got a picture with me on it, but it was.
cool. And um, what's your favourite place in Yorkshire, if you have one?
Oh, I think God, there's so many, isn't there? So Malham Tarn, I've got good memories there. Taking my
Mm-hmm.
there. So it's beautiful. It's
Brilliant.
Grassington.
Okay. Grassington, love Grassington. Excellent. All right. So we're just going to do this again. All right. Are you ready? Just to follow my fingers. Oh, did I not rate it? Yeah, you said miss 9 out of 10.
Oh, that was at the beginning.
Oh, that was before. 12,
6.
0, 6. That's great. So there's been a bit of a shift there. Well, quite a big shift actually.
Yeah, it's not as heavy there.
On your chest. Okay, great. So if you just follow my hands again, just going to
Yeah.
do the same thing again. So if you just follow my hands, Claudia, and now that you've started to let this go, that's right. Just letting it go. Let it go any way that you need to do that now. Just allow your wonderful and unconscious mind to take all the wisdom, all the knowledge. That's right. All the understanding so that you can process this in a way that's right for you. Process in a way so it's safe for you, in a way that makes sense for you. And put it in your brain in a place that's never going to bother you again. Let it go. That's right, let it go. That's right. And Bonnie's got it. Okay, so deep breath. Breathe breath in. And then just let that breath go. Maybe shake it off. Shake off the shit. Excellent. So do you follow a football team? An English soccer
I
team,
had
I'm saying.
Manchester United. So I used to know when like Rooney first joined and there was Beckham and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I used to know all the players, Scholes and stuff, and because we used to watch it all with the kids. But it's like
Yeah.
they all kind of grew up and changed, and it's like, oh, I can't keep up with the names now.
Can't keep up with all the names. Okay, great. So if you were, I think this is right. So if you want to rate that again,
4.
12, a 4. Wow, you're ahead of me. Brilliant. Are you happy with how that's going?
I am. Yeah, keep doing it.
Excellent.
I'm
Okay,
already telling
coming
myself a
down.
story.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So just same thing again. Just follow my fingers. Follow the little bunny. You may see his ears are getting more and more upright as we're going. So as you're going,
Very
just
erect.
letting it quite erect ears. There might be something else associated with that. I'm sure that can come to mind. But anyway, as you're following a bunny, just following the ears. That's right. Just taking it all in, noticing what you're noticing, letting go of what you need to let go of. So allow that wonderful unconscious mind of yours to take all the wisdom, all the knowledge, and all the understanding so that you can process it in a way that's right for you. Process it in a way that's safe for you and in a way so that you can make sense of it and put it in that part of your brain so that it's no longer going to bother you. That's right. You let it go. Letting it go. Just let it go, Claudia. A useful bag of shit. That's right. Bunny's got that. Breathing in. Breathing out. Favorite food?
Fruit.
Any fruit or just fruit as
So
in a
I
globalized
cherries. I love apples, melons. I am like I'm a piece of fruit.
You piece of fruit. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Any
scale,
fruit. Yeah,
1
2.
to 10. 2. Brilliant. And was there anything positive that came to mind or anything neutral?
Oh yeah, but can you do it again?
Yeah.
Because I think you could get it right down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ready? Now I've got really erect ears now, right? Really going for it this time. That's right. So if you just follow little bunny doing the little hops, let her go of this Claudia. Just let it go and allow that wonderful unconscious mind of yours, because you're an expert with the unconscious, taking all that wisdom, all the knowledge, all the understanding, everything, so that you can process it in a way that's right for you. Process it in a way so that it makes sense now. And put it in that part of your brain where it no longer bothers you as you let it go. Letting it go. That's right. You're doing a great job, Claudia. And I didn't say that to you before, but you are doing fantastic. That's amazing. As you let it go, throw it away. And Bunny's got that. So deep breath in. And then just breathe out sort of twice as long as you breathed in. And do the horse lips, right? Anyway, I do it. That's right. Brilliant. So on a scale of 12 to 0.
Yeah, I'm 0.
0, brilliant. And so anything that came to mind?
So yeah, it's I think maybe she's embarrassed, and that's why she got somebody else. I did give her a Mother's Day gift though, and I got her a really nice pillow, which she did thank me for. And I think now she's almost embarrassed. So it's like she doesn't know what to do. So do you know what? My daughter got engaged last Saturday.
Oh, you.
And I can send her a picture of her and Cole because she had Christmas dinner with us all. And I can send her a picture saying, look who's engaged. And I think that's next steps to making it. So I can be the person to. So where's my daughter?
Mm.
Oh my gosh, she's such a princess. Right, so that's my daughter. God.
You got your arms full.
Oh yeah, and her fiance has. Where's he? She's also a 32 E. So yeah, he's got his hands full.
Oh, literally.
34 E. Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
that's Cole. So naughty, aren't I?
All right. No,
So
not
that's
really.
Cole. He's no, he's ever so nice. So that's
So, okay. So if you just,
yeah.
we're
No,
doing the anchoring?
let
No,
it go. Just let it go.
let it go.
It's just like, or move on. Move on. So that's
Okay.
what I do. So I'm
Move on.
move on. Yeah. Move on.
All right. So if you just want to put your fingers and thumbs together like this, and it's pretty critical where you put those rabbit ears, right? That's right. Because that's not so strong. That's a great place, right? So if you just, same thing, if you just follow my hands now, and as you follow my hands and you're letting that go, absolutely letting it go,
So just
and
say
you
move on.
move on,
That's all. Just keep saying move on.
move on. It's time to move on. That's right. Great job, Claudia. Fantastic. Well done. Just moving on now. Just move on. Just move on. Not sure if you get cows at the farm, but moving on and move on. That's right. Good job. Move on. Just move on. Move on. Not what the hell that is. That's right. Brilliant. Bonnie gives that to you. Undo. Breath in, breath out. Maybe some jazz hands. I don't know. Some jazzy hands. Excellent. I've forgotten what I'm doing now. What am I doing now?
Look above your head. I've got.
Oh, look above your head. Yep, find somewhere up above your head, above the horizon, maybe a spot on the wall, and really try to get that feeling back that you had before. Try as hard as you can. I really want you to try like the hardest you've tried ever in your life to get that back. Where you're at now. Anything there?
Mo.
Good. Yeah, you.
Yeah. No. So
You, Claudia.
they are going
Sorry.
to help us by the story.
So then, yeah, so now we're going to say, so have you got a different story that you can tell yourself using those toys? Yeah.
Tell me a good story now.
Good story now. Okay.
And
Good
I'm
story.
going to use Cole and Sophia to help us talk.
Okay.
Communicate.
Awesome.
But I have to make the first move because
Yeah.
I think she's too stuck in the mud. She is too black and white.
Yeah, literally.
And she can't. Of course, I can do that, and she knows I can. She knows what I do. And when we go for walks, she will moan about people, and I go, "Well, it could be this," and she goes, "Oh, you're so nice that you see," because I always see the other side of stuff, right?
Because you're more mobile, right? You're more flexible, adaptable. You can hop around all over the place.
Because as hypnotists, we are, right?
Yeah.
And we just know that it's not always
what it seems.
always black and white. And
yes.
Isn't it funny? Because that is literally what she is.
Black and white. Excellent.
So yeah, so quite interesting. Oh, I've got this moth. I do not want a moth in my room. No, I've got a dead moth in my hand. Okay. Anyway, right. Sorry.
That's all right.
So, thank you. What was that like? Now that, if you like, is classic. Sort it out. All right.
Yes.
I came with an issue that wasn't. It was a small tea, if you like, but it was an upsetting tea. Nevertheless, and it had still been pissing me off. So, and I'd given it permission. And I had already thought about that I could do that, but I haven't done it yet. And why hadn't I done that yet? So I'm curious about that. Just haven't got around to it. But it's like, yeah, but anyway, it's that isn't there. So
Cool. And that's the, I mean, when you're walking past, you said you were walking past and someone else is doing that. That's sometimes when I might do with a client that hope, that little prayer, the Ho'oponopono thing. You can do that as you're going by, maybe.
oh, do you know what? Yeah, I hadn't thought about giving it to her.
Yeah.
Marvelous. I shall do
Cool.
that because I know that works. All right. Yeah,
Mm.
I shall do that as well. Do you know about the Ho'oponopono, Kevin?
I can never say it neither.
I'm saying it. Ho'oponopono. I think I've mentioned it on a workshop before.
So I don't think so. Doesn't sound
I'm
familiar.
sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. I think
What?
on the Becoming a Happier You course. I'm sorry, forgive me, thank you, I love you. It's from the Hawaiian. I bet you anything at Hypnothoughts there will be a somebody somewhere will do a talk on it.
Mm.
There usually is. There usually is. So any questions, anybody on any of that? How did that feel doing that, Deborah?
Yeah, it was better. I felt like I was more in the flow of knowing.
Yeah.
I know there's not a process, but there is still a bit of a framework, right? A loose
Yeah, cool.
framework.
Well, it has to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and when we're doing the, like moving on, I don't do other things. I just do straight lines.
Oh, right. When it's moving on. Right. Got you. Good
And
idea.
also, and just telling you as well, everybody, when I'm taking the wisdom and the look, that's when I'm dipping. That's when I'm doing the figure of 8. Taking
Right. Okay.
what we're doing when we're doing the figure of 8, we're doing all the eye rolling of all the different VAKGing, the eye movements, like visual, auditory, and the kinesthetic. You're taking them through the whole pattern while they're thinking about the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding.
Yeah, got it. That makes sense.
So whenever I'm saying all the words, and then I might go backwards and forwards. If I'm watching them and I'm getting them and they're blinking, or they're doing that, that's when I scribble it in. Okay.
Yeah.
Does that help everybody?
Yeah.
Chris, did that help seeing like a classic situation that you might have?
Yeah, it does help.
Because tomorrow you are going to do that.
I will
practice. You practice on
yeah,
mummy.
like I have the papers on like the movements and stuff. It's just that the specific speech while saying it.
Learn it. Seriously. It's it's like it's not long. Learn it by rote. Take the wisdom and the knowledge and the understanding, allowing your wonderful unconscious mind to take the wisdom, the knowledge, and the understanding so that you can process it in a way that is safe and right for you.
Okay.
All right. Putting it in the right place in your brain so that it never needs to bother you again. And then it's just a repeat of the first one. I mean, that is it. It's like 2 sentences. You just learn it. And that's about the only thing that you have to, and then and then it's just the eye movement patterns. It's people, they can get wound up about the words, but there's just two different bits. That's it. Okay. So yeah, you just have to learn it. That's all there is to it. And then once you do, it's fine. And then when I see and again, clients don't know if you got it right or wrong, like I said, so, but, and if you or you can say, oh, I've got to read it straight from here, but it's very short. You can, and you can learn it. You have
to be honest, when I did it with that client for the first time, the one with schizophrenia, I just had it on my knee and I said to him, this part, because they never see me do that, read from anything. So I just said, just letting you know, there's just a few things that I'm just going to read. I actually might have even told him beforehand. So it's very short, but I will be reading off a paper, so you might hear me rustle. And he said, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, just so make sure that I said the right word.
Yeah, until you learn it.
Until you learn it, that's right.
It's like, that's right.
It cut me out.
So yeah, I mean, literally, just, you know, it's about learning it. When I first was learning some other stuff, you know, it's like one of the easiest things to do is to say, oh, apparently I have to learn it straight, I have to read it straight from here. Blame it on somebody else. And because I've got to use these exact words. Blah, blah, blah. Clients don't care. If you say it in such a, you know, you don't go, oh, I'm really sorry, I'm only just new at this and I can't do it. Oh, it's like, oh fuck, who's helping me, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna say it with authority, and then it's all good.
There have been times where I've done the bunny talk, and you know, there were a couple of steps and I accidentally did it backwards and it didn't make a difference. So yeah.
Exactly. So even I did the other day. I had her anchoring in all the good stuff, and then I thought, oh, I hadn't set up anchors before. I thought, oh, it doesn't matter because I'll just set up anchors afterwards. It just didn't matter because they don't know. You just go with the flow. But the pretty much the process is always the same. Like I say, you're doing the eye movements, you can't really get it wrong. It works. I got all the tingles, you know.
The mistake that I made was just simply with the deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth, and then asking the question. It for some reason I always get those backwards. So I always ask the question, then have them deep breath through the nose, out through the mouth. Doesn't matter. Now, of course, you want to have them breathe through the nose first, but you know, just
so what? It's like they don't
Yeah.
know, and then you just
Yeah.
remember to do it next time. The more you come on these trainings and you keep doing it, you just keep getting better and better
Yep.
by the nature of it.
Mhm.
So you did good. So we'll wrap up. Think if you've got any questions, write them down for tomorrow. I'll see you as your Gris. It's 5 o'clock your time. Okay, 5 p.m. And same code. Kevin, unfortunately, I know you can't be with us, which is a shame. Deborah, see you tomorrow. I hope you feel better. So
Oh, I'll be fine. I do a bit of self-hypnosis, you know, it's fine.
it is funny because Yorkshire lasses, we are strong. It's like I'm never ill. The only it's like, you know, I just don't get ill
I'm
unless
rare. It's rare. It's rare. It only happens every few years with me. And when I get it, it's like really, really tiny compared to what everyone else is getting. So I'm always
exactly.
grateful for that.
It's really tiny.
Yeah.
I've had COVID twice and I literally had it for a day. And it was like it was just didn't phase me at all. Again, a hangover might knock me for 6 a bit, but
Yeah.
or being pregnant. I'm not good at being pregnant. I'm vomit for Britain.
Oh, me too.
Really?
The birth part was easy. The pregnancy was
Do you
horrendous.
have
Oh yeah.
hyperemesis?
Do I have what?
Do you have hyperemesis? Vomit
No.
sickness. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yes, in pregnancy. Yes, I did. Every pregnancy, it was so bad. I was so thin. I was so much thinner at the end than when I started. Not that I was fat, but I was so much thinner at the end than when I started. Just all vomiting, and the only thing I could tolerate was, I forget what you called them in the UK. You know, ice pops. The ice pops.
Yeah.
I just used to suck on those. But yeah, even my oldest one, when I had my second one, bless him, he was under 4. And I'd get out of the car and he would run ahead. Bless him, was only 3. And he'd try and open the door for me because he knew that I was going to be sick by the time I got from the car. It was horrific.
I was in hospital every
Oh,
time.
me too. Yeah, me too.
On drips, and I was
Drips.
20 times a day. I was
Same.
psychotic. I was on Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
That interesting because once I've got the bunny talk and everybody doing it worldwide, I'm going to do something else for hyperemesis.
Oh, right. I just didn't know that you call it actually hyperemesis. But mine was bad. I mean, I used to have to, I still have my business to run. I told you I had a question center. I still had to go and feed the horse. Nothing could stop for me. And it would drive and I would just have to stop like every 2 or 3 minutes just to throw up. So much so that the police stopped me more than once because they wondered what the heck was going on with me. But yeah, it was The birth was, I'm like, that was easy. The pregnancy was the problem.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? Yeah, they
Yeah.
did the Zofran in the end for my daughter Sophia, which they
Oh,
give
right.
to cancer patients.
Yeah.
Um,
No, they didn't give me anything. I just was like that.
it's
I
horrendous.
just kept going in for IVs and that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Isn't it interesting? So that we both
Yeah.
have that. So yeah, I'm going to do a study on it.
Cool.
Like once everybody's doing the book, then that's my next thing I want to do. So
Awesome.
that's why I went into hypnosis. I wanted to find out if it could help it.
Mm,
I'm
excellent.
a bit worried if my daughter gets it. I haven't told her I've ever had it.
Yeah, probably best not then.
I'm not going to give that suggestion.
No, don't give that suggestion don't give her that lovely gift.
She would. She would take it as a
Just
suggestion.
take it on. Yeah.
Because my mum told that, so it's like, so I
Oh, really?
wonder. I do wonder. Anyway, sorry the other two, that little bit of extra
It's okay.
information on
That's
that.
But you
okay.
didn't need to know.
Didn't need to know.
I'll never experience that,
Me
thankfully.
neither, so it's fine.
Oh, bless, that's so funny. All
But you
right.
might have a client that has it, right? So
Yeah, or
that's
had
true.
it, and then you need to
Yeah,
know that they make,
understand.
because I tell you, it was a trauma for me.
Yeah.
But and do you know, yeah, probably is. Probably got yeah, I probably got some shit on that.
Yeah,
anyway,
good point.
which I know I've had work on it, but there's been other stuff. Yeah, interesting. Right. Anyway.
all right then. Have a good rest of your night,
Okay,
I think.
bye.
Good night.
See you. Bye. Bye. Bye, everybody.